Interesting list, honestly. Like it's a weird topic to talk about, but it's also
Yeah.
like the shit that we have to come up to keep.
Preseason's almost there.
I know that's what I'm saying.
So close, dude. We gotta
We don't
come
have,
up
we,
with some
we don't have
bullshit
to we don't
topics.
have to do this type of stuff anymore
Fucking
until
thank
next year at
God.
least. Until next year at
Until
least.
oh man, next year's like round two, revisited, dude.
Revisit.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Court of Kings. You're with your host, Austin Chang, and with me, of course, every other week, Ryan Hugh. What's poppin', bro? Of
Stressful week, man, but overall we're doing all right. You?
course, I'm just tired, body sore from basketball yesterday. I got fucking kneed in the hamstring,
Yeah, you got
so
Kelly
that
Oubre?
shit hurts. But yeah, uh, it's all good. Also, you just keep changing your background. I don't know what's going
I
on.
know, I know, I know.
It's just a new portion of the room every time you record, bro. We're about to get a fucking room
It's a
tour
room
by the end of
tour.
the fucking
It's a
season.
room tour, man.
Just get every angle.
Bro, every week I just see your bunk bed.
Yeah, I mean, what else am I gonna fucking record, bro?
That's true. I don't
My whole
record in
setup is here, bro.
my I don't got a setup like that right now, but
I've been saying one day we're gonna both be down there. Like somehow I'll figure it out. Somehow we'll figure it out. It
we'll
probably can't be
figure it.
that complicated.
Probably
Just
not
just
too much
download
work
OBS on a laptop and bring it downstairs. Pretty
for real.
simple. I have a camera, a dummy battery, everything, lighting. We're good.
I'm gonna set up a whole ass PC down. It's no biggie.
Yeah, that's the concierge, bro. They're fucking rich.
I see that. I see that jersey too. That
Jersey.
Benson, the
Who
Ben
could that
Simmons
be,
jersey.
bro? Who could that be, dude? Nets 10, bro.
Ben
I have
10.
to, bro. Everyone's just shitting on Ben Simmons, man. Like, I'm the only one that's still a fan. That's been a fan, all right. So if he's good next season, just know, bro. I'm the only one that was repping him.
Well, you're gonna know that like I think one of the new stuff came out recently. It's like an NBA star is someone who was on like an all-star or all NBA team for the last 3 seasons. And Ben Simmons actually qualifies for that.
He does
Yeah, so he
for
has to play.
2019.
He has to play.
What year was he? It was 2019. It had to be or
20,
2020.
2020. Oh wait, 2019
I started 19. He was All NBA.
was all NBA, but like that's a 2020 thing, right?
So I guess
So
2020. Maybe he was All Star. I don't know. I was
maybe.
his last grade. See, that was his last season in Philly.
Well, all we're saying is he is
Him.
forced to play.
He's forced to play. He's
He's
also
forced
him,
to
dude.
play this season. I
I
guess.
can't wait. Oh my god, dude. I'm kind of angry that all this stuff is coming out about Simmons wanting to play good because I knew in fantasy I was just gonna draft him, bro. Like easy
Oh,
money. But now everyone's like, oh, he might actually play good. So I actually have to draft him pretty early, or early enough. I don't know
do you plan on going to like Berkeley's for a game this year?
where.
Brooklyn, like
I am
for
my passport.
wait, you're gonna get the renewed, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna get renewed, but like I don't
All
have
right.
my passport. No, I can't go to fucking Barclays. Like, when am I gonna go to Barclays, bro? I've never been outside of fucking Canada.
Really?
Maybe I should go to Brooklyn for first trip. Watch a fucking
Watch a
Nets
Nets
game.
game, right? Watch a Nets game.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I go to a Raptors game this year, like if it's like Raptors Cavs, I'm still wearing this jersey. I don't give a fuck, dude. I actually do have a OVO Scotty jersey too, but
You got one?
yeah, it's pretty elite. But I'm still repping this, man. It's just my dogs wherever I go.
I only have a Philly AI jersey. I don't have anything else.
Oh, I have a Philly Iguodala jersey.
I think I remember seeing that Iguodala jersey
Long
before.
time, like grade 7 probably. That's the last time I
Probably.
worn it probably.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Nah,
I actually have a large collection of jerseys. Maybe someday I gotta show it.
that's a future episode. Just flexing the
Jersey
jerseys.
showcase. Oh yeah, I got some good ones in there, but yeah.
Nah, for me it's just all Jays stuff. Like I have like so many
Oh,
Jays
that's my
jerseys.
brother now. My brother and my mom. This is all J shit, dude.
No, I don't have any Leafs though.
Yeah, the Leafs.
I
I
don't
have
I don't
two
have any Leafs
jerseys.
though. Which ones?
Tavares Matthews. That's all
Okay,
I got.
that's like the basic
I swear
ones.
SVP has them for like $80. It's so cheap.
60. I'm pretty sure it's 60.
So why don't you get one, bro? Like get your discount on it. You
No,
probably
I,
don't.
I
You're
don't
probably not
I
gonna
don't
rip
work there.
that.
I don't work there anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Jet, dude. Jet.
Don't worry, we got people on the inside.
Oh, okay, okay.
We got some mans.
Got some mans, dude. The SVP backrooms. Shit.
All right. I think we've been like talking for a bit now. I just want to get right into it.
You sure we're
'Cause-
yapping? Are we yapping too much, Ryan?
Nah, nah, nah.
I'm gonna just keep it going, dude.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited for these stuff because this is like very this is like very it's not controversial. It's very
Honestly,
personal.
it's a really. Oh wait, what's personal?
It's like it's not personal. It's like what's the word? It's like one not one-sided. Fuck, I can't think of the word right now.
Non-biased? Like,
No, no, no. It's it's like it ranges from person to person.
what we talking about?
Like
Topic?
yeah, the topic. It's
Honestly, I thought it was a really weird topic. Like, if
I
you're
thought
looking
it
at
was
it from the outside in, it's like, what the fuck are these two talking about, dude? Like, these are some weird ass people talking about most loved and most hated. It's like auras. It's like ranking the auras.
fucking like zodiac signs or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like two dudes are rating male basketball players. Like, what does that sound like for anyone listening, bro? Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Well, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be fun.
Of course,
Fun hour.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Put our
All
pride
right.
aside for an hour.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Before we delve into that topic, though, we got some stuff that happened the last week. Let's just start off with like the more basic stuff. Cavs signed Tristan Thompson. Lakers extend Jared Vanderbilt.
Good.
Wizards resign Taj Gibson, which is crazy.
Still in the league somehow.
And 76ers signed Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, I think all those like the other three that you mentioned beforehand, like it's kind of things that you just it's probably destined to happen.
Yeah.
Ubre's free agency was, or yeah, Ubre's free agency and Christian Woods also like he signed with the Lakers. Those two players were the ones that I think people were watching the most out of all the free agents left because it's like these two could actually contribute to a team, and if they go to a contender, then they're probably going to contribute like a vital role because these are two guys coming off the bench that are probably going to be playing at least 20 minutes a game. And in Ubre's case, like he's actually a pretty solid 3 and D player. Like if he really buys into a role, like he can be a guy that you can depend on to bring the intensity on defense, bring the energy on offense. Decent shooter, maybe not the best decision maker, but I think the pickup in itself is it's impressive. Like I think Philly the last like ever since Daryl Morey came through, like he's always assembled great teams. Like it's just up to the players to really
To
execute.
lock in, right? It was
Exactly.
also up to the players to be like committed, or
Yeah,
James
like
Harden,
cause
for
last
example.
season it was impressive because they had PG Tucker like they brought PG Tucker in. They had DeAnthony Melton come in, like that was a really solid trade. Like
Daniel House.
Daniel House, who I think actually should have played more, if anything. And then they had Paul Reed in the backlines, who whenever Embiid
Right.
would go out, like their team is always solid. So even this year going in, like if Harden stays, hopefully probably not. Their team is still solid. You have a lot of guys that you can depend on. Like you have Danny Green that you brought back in. Like
Mhm.
they could still contend, and Oubre is just another piece of the puzzle. So it's all up to just players.
I really like the Uber signing because he's paired up with arguably like the definition of the OG 3 and D guy, Danny Green. So if anything, you're learning from the best of the best.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe after his stint in Philly's up, Uber is going to be like the number one 3 and D guy on the market.
Maybe I could see that he's about 29, and also it's kind of funny. Like I don't know why I'm about to say this. Philly low key was like the ugliest team in the league, like the ugliest players. I swear to God, dude. So bringing Oubre, I mean, it helps with that. It helps with that, dude.
Definitely does. Definitely. And then I was looking at the Lakers one with Jared Vanderbilt, and I like the extension, like just locking him up for another 4 years.
Yeah, it's
He's a
it's
solid,
smart.
yeah, solid defensive presence in on the roster, and he was like obviously he doesn't score as much as most people would hope, but he's there primarily to defend, to do the dirty work, and that's what I love about Jared Vanderbilt.
Right, like his like his main role like is just to be a defender, be a locked-in defender, and if he can hit shots, then it would just help him get more minutes. Like, but no
Yeah.
matter what, he's getting minutes,
Hey
and
man,
at the end of
four
the day,
years,
like
48. That's a good deal.
it's a good contract, especially for a player of his stature. Like him coming over from Minnesota, like he was like one of the most like impressive players from Minnesota. Like I didn't even understand how they got him in that deal. It made no sense to me because like I thought he was super valuable for them.
Bro, fucking steal. That's what happened.
Yeah, so it's a great contract, honestly.
Yeah, for real, for real. And then Taj Gibson. I was like, yeah,
No thoughts, man. No thoughts.
hey man, it's kind of pretty much the worst team in the league. It's they're just adding another guy to the roster,
Yeah, it's like the who's the guy that used to be? It was like Tyson Chandler earlier,
pretty
like
much.
just like adding the big man at the end of the lineup. Fuck it, dude. Good presence to have on the
And
team.
then Tristan Thompson for the Cavs. It's like I guess it's there to mentor Evan
Yeah,
Mobley,
which
Tristan.
is good. I think
Yeah,
Thompson's actually he's a smart player. Like people think he's a dumbass, isn't like no, like I think he's a smart player. And you saw him on the Lakers, like he could still play here and there.
yeah,
Third string center, why not? Like every team has these third string centers. Like if you have Allen or Mobley go down, like you can depend on Tristan Thompson for at
exactly.
least like 10 minutes.
Well, he's not 2016 Tristan Thompson anymore, but he can still contribute to
I mean,
various
even last
aspects.
season, I mean, he played like what 2 minutes to lock down Jokic. That's all you needed to see.
Hey man, like if you can lock down the Joker for 2 minutes, I'll take it.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, we have heard of Dame to the Heat is growing in possibility,
Oh
but
man.
but due to that, they're gonna have to move Hero. The Miami Heat will have to move on from Tyler Hero, and there are four teams currently in contention to acquire him: the Jazz, the Bulls, the Hornets, and the Nets. Of the four, where do you think he should end up?
Well, I think Hero actually is a really good player.
Yeah.
It's just so tough with like every team has guards that are young and good. The only one I could see, like if we're just talking about Hero strictly, like probably the Jazz of any team. Even though I think the Jazz actually have a deep like, I like Sexton and I like their
Hmm.
new draft pick Keontae. Was it Keontae George? Yeah, I
I
think
think so.
yeah. So Keontae George is a guy that I think they should probably rely on to like hopefully get minutes. But if they have to trade for another guard, like yeah, just I guess Hero works. Like you have no solid like you don't have a foundational guard yet. Hero could fill that role. But actually, I was actually looking at. And I think there are a lot of like people speculating that it might be a 3 or 4 team trade. And one of them that I saw was it was the Blazers, the Suns, and the Heat. Where
I
yeah, the
think
Blazers get
Aiton,
Aiton and a bunch
Suns
of
get
draft picks,
Nurkic,
Nurkic
and
and Caleb Martin,
so probably,
and
and
then the
then
Heat get
Miami gets
Lillard.
Dame. Yeah,
Yeah, so Hero wouldn't even have to be moved in that deal, and I think that deal. Out of all, like, usually mock deals you see on like Twitter and stuff, like they're all pretty shit. Like some team just gets fleeced, but I think that deal for the situation that each of them are in,
everyone
I
gets
think that
what they
one
want.
works out. Yeah, they get what they want. Like the Suns, they kind of want to move on from Aiden. It's been like that for a while. Aiden doesn't really want to be there.
Mhm.
Bringing Nurkic, he's a center. He fills that role, even though he may not be the greatest at this point with all the injuries. The Heat want Lillard. They get Lillard in this deal, and the Blazers get like a promising
They
center.
get
He's 25.
and they get all their draft picks. They get
Yeah,
all the picks they want.
4 picks, and they get I think I saw Jovic and Shekhez Jr. in the deal. So yeah,
Probably.
it's a solid return for each team. I feel like. So if that deal happens, like I would be surprised because GMs usually make shit deals,
Hmm.
but that's the deal I would hope would happen.
Yeah, the source I was looking from came from like one of those more like top guys. So I was like, oh, if he's saying it, that means Hero's probably on the move.
Hmm. You
So
see dropping dimes 20 is that the source, bro? Like fucking guy on
might
Twitter.
be. If anything, I would suggest the Hornets.
Mm.
I would have said like because Terry Rozier's nearing the end of his tenure there. Might
I
as well
feel like
just
he wants to move on. Like
yeah,
He's too good for that team. I'll be
yeah,
honest.
exactly. So pairing LaMelo and Tyler Hero together, that could be interesting.
Yeah, they're around
And
the same age. Yeah.
yeah, so that would work out. And obviously, I really enjoyed the Suns deal as well. That's probably the one I would have gone with. I just didn't mention it just because it's not somewhere Hero would end up. But Aiden to the Blazers, where he doesn't have that big of pressure to like, he has time to grow on his own now.
Yeah.
Uh, they acquire their draft picks. Phoenix just loses out on a bit more defense, but Nurkic is all around good, solid center, and Miami gets Dame, so win-win for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. It is a win-win. It's
Yeah,
tough though, cause like if the Suns lose Aiden and get Nurkic, it's like you give up one lazy center for another lazy center. Like it's kind of it doesn't solve the issue for them. Like
yeah.
I think they really just want like a really hard like if they had Robert Williams, fuck man, that team
Mm.
would be great. But
Nah, Boston's too stacked though.
Boston is stacked. They are stacked.
Boston's way too stacked for that. Giannis has stated he is willing to leave Milwaukee if there is a better situation. So, if the better situation arises, where are you expecting him to sign?
Toronto.
Toronto.
No bias, dude.
No
No
bias.
bi- no
It's a
bias, bro. Toronto.
it's a good
I think
situation
I
for him.
think there's a good shot because Messiah seems to just want to ride this team. Pause. Like he just wants to stay with this core. Like I don't think he wants to trade Siakam at all. And if this core, like most of it stays together, like Giannis has always been complimentary of Toronto. I always feel like he's been connected there somehow. Maybe it's because of Masai.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I just feel like the fit wouldn't be too crazy. I guess Siakam would have to leave at that point. And if you have like Scotty's there, like I don't know who else would be there. To be honest, I think just the culture fits Giannis. To be honest,
I'm also looking at it from like team building perspective. Like I would love Toronto to acquire Giannis, but if there's a situation where it's like win now mode, he's entering what
but not much.
29, 30 years old. Like his prime is definitely going to be there until like 32, 33 years old. I can see that for sure. But I would say try and get one of those bigger teams, somewhere that's going to have cap space within the next 2, 3 years.
OKC.
That could be a possibility.
It's just like
SGA,
it's a team you can't see Giannis in though. It just seems so outlandish. Like, can you see him in a OKC jersey? Probably
goes
not.
from a small market to another small market.
Yeah, I feel like Giannis doesn't care about
But
markets,
I,
bro.
I, I don't see him going to like the big guys either. No Miami, no LA,
Yeah,
no.
like LA definitely not. I just don't think he's built like that. Like to just go to Los Angeles, like
Nah, he's not like that.
a humongous market. Maybe he would though, cause like pull a Kareem, like the Bucks to the
Maybe,
Lakers.
maybe,
Yo,
yeah.
maybe
I'm thinking of what would be a fun fit. Dallas. Get Kyrie out.
Dallas. Yeah,
Luca
I
on the
guess Luca and
outside,
Giannis.
Giannis on the inside. That'd be sick.
I kind of like Detroit because I feel like their bigs right now are just shit. And if Cade actually becomes the player that I expect him to be, then that could be a really good one too. Like Cade
That could
would
be.
be a really solid number two option. I feel like Cade's like his ceiling. Either it could be a number one, but I think it's like a really good number two option, like a Paul George kind of number two option.
I can see that. And then if they bring in like a solid third option as well, like
Yeah,
move some of your assets along, that could
who
that could work
knows?
out.
Because
Yeah.
Detroit, like they're sneakily building something there with Cade on that roster. You have Asar Thompson, like you could see something brewing there.
I'm thinking 3 more years. They're still too young.
Yeah, until the Monty Williams
They're
contract's
they're
up.
kind of in a Phoenix Sun situation a few years ago. Where, like Devin Booker is saying, "Oh, I'm tired. I want to make it to the playoffs," and he doesn't make it for another like 4 years until Chris Paul arrives.
Cade
So
Loki has not played at all. Cade plays rookie season and that's it. So you never know. You never know.
mm,
Because they could be competitive this year. You never know. Like, because I think
that is,
Cade's that guy,
he
and
was the number 1 pick for a reason.
which is crazy because like I feel like he's the most overlooked number one pick of the last at least like 5 6 years.
Wasn't he 2020 or 2021?
Honestly, I don't.
It's either one of those, right?
But if
Because
you think about it, who are the number one picks from like I guess like 2017? That'd
that was
be
Markel.
that was
2017 was
Markel
Markel, DeAndre Ayton,
in
29
Zion,
Zion,
Cade.
2020 was K, 2021. That was last year or the year before?
That was the year before. Damn, we're pretty slow right
Damn.
now.
I know
Was it?
Paulo was 2022, right?
Yeah, he was 2022.
I put 2021. Holy.
Damn, we're slow, man. We're fake fans.
I know. Why are we even having
I
a
literally,
basketball
I'm blanking
podcast?
on it straight up.
2021. Who was in that draft class?
Was that
Wait,
the
it was
Cade
Scotty.
draft?
It's Scotty's year.
So that was
Wait,
Cade. That was Cade.
that was then what's 20?
So what's 2020? Must be some bum at this point. Maybe I'm lying.
No, it was Lamelo's year, right? Lamelo
No, Lamelo. Yeah, wait.
is
Lamelo
who was
Edwards. Fucking hell.
and
That's
yes,
my
and
second favorite player,
fuck,
bro.
bro,
What am I
fuck.
doing, dude? So yeah, I guess it would be Cade. Like of all the guys, like I would think Cade because Fultz, I guess doesn't count because like he kind of wasn't able to live up to the hype.
hmm
But like of the players that are actually like decent number one picks, like I think go Cade and then like it used to be Ant. Ant used to get no traction at all.
But Ant's picking up that.
Now
He's
he's
hit.
getting because Team
He's hit,
USA in
bro.
the playoffs.
He's
But
good.
like
He's great.
before the playoffs last season, bro, I'm telling you, like Cade, I'm not Cade. Edwards was the most overlooked number one pick. Like no one was even talking about him. So I'm glad he's
I
getting
guess
his
it just
recognition
yeah,
now.
it changes from year to year.
Yeah,
If you
so
do
I
something
think Cade
amazing,
Cade might get it. He might get the hype next season.
if Cade makes it has a shot at the play-in, there'll be rumors about like free agents considering Detroit. But
Low-key,
yeah,
Detroit is a sorry ass place. I don't know.
I would not want to live in
Yeah,
Detroit.
like I wouldn't want to go there,
Sorry,
bro. Like
but
Blake Griffin wanted to, Jeremy Grant
if he
wanted
wanted
to.
to move on, then that's
Yeah,
that's his thing.
maybe they gotta move Detroit to like a nice city.
Hmm.
If Detroit was like, let's say, if Detroit was fucking Las Vegas, like, bro,
Oh,
everyone
everyone would
would want
go
to go
there.
there. Like, oh,
Everyone would
I
be
want to
there.
pair up with Cade. Like, oh, bro, if it was Vegas, man, but it's fucking Detroit. It sucks.
Vegas Pistons.
I
That
like
doesn't
it.
sound bad. That doesn't
I
sound
like
bad.
it. I like it. Vegas Pistons.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay,
All
okay.
right. From now on, we're calling them the Vegas Pistons.
Vegas Pistons. So people
Yeah,
would actually want to hear about them. Like, oh,
exactly.
Vegas. Wow.
So it won't be like, oh, what do you think of the Detroit Pistons? No, it's what do you think about the Vegas Pistons?
Oh, I love that team. I think KD is amazing.
Exactly.
He's a future fucking
Yeah,
superstar.
everyone
There you
knows
go.
the team now.
Everyone's
All
already
right,
talking about it. All right,
all
let's
right.
fucking stop with this bullshit. We've been on this topic for like 10 minutes.
Buddy Hield could not work out an extension with the Pacers, so they could be looking for a trade now.
Yeah, I've seen that
Any
report
idea?
too.
Yeah, any idea of where he should land up?
I've always said, man, like that Lakers deal. I wish it
Yeah,
happened. The Turner heel deal,
Turner
like,
Hield
oh my
deal.
god, man. If that happened, I would have been so happy. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, I don't have any ideas right now, but I just when I was reading the report, I was just thinking like, man, healed. I remember his rookie season. Was he in New Orleans? I think
He
he
was in New
was,
Orleans
and
for the first half.
he
Yeah,
was getting thrown under the bus, man. Like by Anthony Davis, like he's like, oh, these young guys don't want to win this and that, and like he was like, man, fuck this shit. Like I want to move on. On the Pacers, I feel like he's so like reserved. Like if I was him, I would demand a trade immediately. Like he's on the bench playing under a rookie. Like he has all this pedigree. He's a great player.
he's
Teams
still
know
a
he's
lead.
great.
He's one of the leading scorers on a team coming off the bench.
Yeah, and it's like
If
he's
he
just
had a
okay with it.
starting role, he would be amazing.
Especially playing beside Heel. Halburn. It's like that would have been at least 22 points a game. But like
For
that's
real.
what I'm saying. Like he's so like I guess humble is the word. Like just to
Hmm.
be playing behind a rookie and being okay with it. Like so wherever he goes, I think the Pacers are going to do him right. If anything, he's not going
I
to no shit team.
I think Milwaukee's gonna make the move for.
Oh, you think so? With
I
who?
think well, I don't know yet, but I'm thinking if Grayson Allen doesn't has a slow start, or one of the Lopez brothers isn't living up, there could be there could be a possibility just to move things around. Giannis can play the five, shift everyone down a bit, play a
It's
bit
tough with
smaller.
no like young assets on that team. Like, cause yeah, I think they're moved on from Nora, Jordan Nora.
Hmm.
They have Beauchamp. That's like their last young guy on their team. That's who they're banking
The
on to be
Bucks
great.
are the oldest NBA team right now in the league,
I'm not
so
surprised. I'm not
that
surprised.
makes a lot of sense. But like I said, if Giannis wants to stay in Milwaukee because he's threatening to leave, the Milwaukee front office got to do something to bring in some talent
Yeah, find
to
out
win.
something.
Exactly. So
Even
Buddy
with no
Hield,
assets, yeah, it's like we've seen teams like the Suns did it. Who also just did it with no ass? The Mavericks did it with Irving. Like they have no
yeah,
assets, no nothing. They still get these great players. So the
and
Bucks have
like,
to make something happen.
hey man, like Buddy Hield is obviously he's not an all-star. He's not even a star compared to Kyrie or Bradley Beal, but he you give something in return, they could bring him in to
Yeah,
help
I
out
think
with
he'll like
Giannis.
even though he's not an all star, like he probably will still have like he probably has really good value around the league just
He's
because
like
the player he is like
he's
three.
top tier role player type of guy.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
on a
All right.
championship team, if he's like your fifth starter, like he's great.
All right. Just a few more stuff I want to cover. Nuggets. Jamal Murray was barred from bringing the championship to Canada, which
Damn,
I thought was super funny. They really just said fuck Canada. So and they
agreed. Fuck Canada, man.
it's too cold here. I was so yeah, he wasn't allowed to bring I know it's just not news, just wanted to
Yeah, we
say
moved
it.
on from Buddy Hield to talk about the fucking Canadian border. That's crazy.
All right. And Team USA, I think this is something we did talk about 2 weeks ago, but LeBron James said on Twitter that he wanted to Avengers assemble and bring up a whole super team for the Paris Olympics. So that team would encompass at least LeBron, KD, and Steph. If you were the general manager, or let's say you were the coach and you were doing the tryouts, what other names would you greatly consider?
I don't even know. Like this all the bit like Devin Booker, Jason Tatum, definitely. The centers are definitely the weak point
Like,
because
who's your best center? Bam.
yeah, you have to be Bam unless you get Embiid to join the team because he does
He
have
has American citizenship now. Yeah.
so it's Bam and who else?
Or
Don't
they're
even
gonna
know.
like bring in like Mason Plumlee as well on the road.
Mason Plumlee.
They're gonna bring him along.
Mason Plumlee.
He's
Interesting.
the most American that. He's the most American looking guy on that in the entire NBA to me.
Yeah, probably. Or Zach
Yeah.
Collins.
Maybe Zach Collins might be on the roster. It will be like superstars, and then starting alongside them is Zach Collins.
Yeah, honestly, like their whole roster from 1 to 4, they're stacked. The five is just shit. I didn't realize that they have no good American centers.
It's funny because you would think the states would have a good center, but the rest of the league have better centers than the states do.
Yeah, because before they used to have Tyson Chandler, Dwight Howard, Boogie. AD should just play the five, man. Like, holy crap! I didn't think about that. AD could just play the five, but he just doesn't want
AD's
to play the
not going to
five.
join a team if he's playing the five.
Man, I don't know what's wrong with this guy, bro. Doesn't want to play the five. He fucking brought in Christian Wood to play the fucking five for him.
I know, right? Oh God. Bring in Brooke Lopez. He'll do something. Or Robin Lopez.
Oh yeah, yeah. Brooke Lopez. That's probably the best guy you can bring in, honestly.
Stretch five. Can play defense and score. Just
Yeah,
can play kind of off ball. He does a little bit of everything.
yeah. He's probably the best guy you can bring in,
Yeah.
rather than Bam.
Yeah. This is just something I wanted to talk about since I I don't know if Paris has a super team of states people. I'm not. It's not that interesting.
Yeah, like we know the states are probably gonna win it, honestly.
I don't know. It just seemed more exciting with like C their C line or their D line type of guys.
So you want the U.S. D line to play against every other world team's best players,
Yeah, more interesting. More
bro.
interesting, bro.
They're gonna shit on the U.S. dude.
Yeah, no player wants to play for Team USA anymore.
Yeah, except for Bancaro, man. He said, "Fuck Italy, bro." That shit was
Fuck Italy,
hilarious.
yeah.
Hey, so
No, he's got
you have anything to say to Italy fans? No. Whew, it's fucking cold, Bancaro.
bro, he's like most wanted right now in Italy.
For
Most
sure, bro.
hated guy there. And
Fucking
yeah,
Bancaro.
speaking of hated, let's just move right in.
Let's go.
Yeah, so we got our list of likable and is it hateable or dislikable players?
Yeah, like most loved slash hated, I guess.
Yeah.
We're
I
like
would
about an hour into the podcast and we're just getting into this. This is crazy.
but yeah, we got all 30 teams lined up. We got at least one player from each team, and we're gonna say why they're hated, why they're loved, stuff like that.
All right, are we gonna go alphabetical order?
I did mine in alphabetical order. I don't know how you did it,
All right,
but
me too, me too. That's
okay.
great. That's amazing, dude.
That's great. Good start.
So let's start with Atlanta.
Atlanta.
So do you have one name or did you have a bunch of names?
I have one name for every team, at least one name, and then there's like some teams with two names.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I have like a bunch of names, low key, for every
Okay.
team. And actually, some teams I have no names for some of them.
Yeah, some of them I just have a question mark because I don't know what you can hate about that
Yeah, I
team.
don't know. You can hate on that team exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I guess we'll start with you. Like, who's your most loved?
Most loved, Patty
Liked.
Mills.
Patty Mills.
I think
Yeah,
Patty Mills
the
is the
Hawks were
most
very
liked.
thin.
Yeah, I think they're the most liked player on that team. Like, I was thinking Onyeka Okongwu, but
That's the other guy I was looking at.
yeah, but I think Patty because of like his presence back in San Antonio, what he's done with other like good vibes to other teammates and stuff. I think
Yeah,
he's just overall the guy.
I was looking at Okongwu as well
Hmm.
because like he's just a young budding star. Like he's just a good energy. Bogdanovich. I feel like he's just fun. Like he's fun to play around with. Like
Yeah,
good energy and Sadiq Bey just because he can score and he's light
I do
skinned.
like Sadiq Bey too.
Like
Yeah.
Sadiq Bey, I just kind of threw in. But I think for hated, they have some names. They
I think
definitely
I
have
have
some
two
names.
main hated guys.
Yeah, two main hated guys, and then like one I just do on the side. So we already know the two hated guys. I'm gonna just bring on the one on the side before we talk about.
Yeah,
So I think AJ Griffin, low key does have a
look,
bit of hate, obviously
that
because that Beyonce thing. Like when he, All the Beyonce fans just fucking hate him now. So like, I guess you can say he's hated. He's not loved.
He's not loved by the fan base or the league, but he's definitely hated by like those fans, those
Certain
music fans
fans, yeah,
for
certain
real.
fans. Like, why are you talking about that, AJ Griffin?
Bro, you're not even anyone right now. Like, just shut up.
Yeah, like come on, bro. You don't even. Actually, he does play. He's actually pretty good too. And the Raptors might trade for him, so like maybe I should
Maybe,
stop
yeah.
talking about him. But other than him, Trey Young and Dejounte Murray,
DeJounte Murray, yeah.
like
Like, DeJounte Murray used to be so loved back in San Antonio. Like
yeah,
he had Pop watching over him. And then when he left, he just went back to fuck this, fuck that type of
he's a
mentality.
menace. Yeah, he's a menace. I think Murray's like he's hated because like he's low key acts like a dickhead, but I think he's actually pretty genuine. He's just very really competitive, and sometimes he gets
Yeah.
too competitive.
And then he
Yeah, Young is low key just like he's not even a bad like he's
no,
just a
Young is
villain,
just a,
dude.
New York just hates him. We know that. So
Yeah,
that's a good population of the states right there. And I think just because sometimes if you're just the face of a franchise, people just want to hate on you because they don't
yeah,
like you.
for sure. But Young definitely I think he feeds off the bad energy, so that's why he's hated. Like he's not hated because he's a bad guy. Like he just likes being the
He
villain.
likes the villain role, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Murray is
So
low
yeah,
key just
Murray's
fucking
probably the between the two. I think Murray's probably worse, but
yeah for sure.
everyone just sees Trey Young as the face of the Hawks, so
Yeah,
that's how
exactly.
I'm gonna say it too. Yeah. All right, that's one down. Easy.
In like bro 10 minutes. All right, let's go. Moving on to the Celtics.
Boston. All right. Most loved. What do you got?
Okay, I just want to hear yours because
Oh, because you got more players.
yeah. Also,
All right.
I don't think I have like I don't think I would have who you have.
All right. For my most love for the Boston Celtics, Al Horford.
Okay, did have Horford. I thought you put Tatum there.
No, not Tatum, not Tatum.
Interesting, interesting.
Yeah, not Tatum.
Horford for
Tatum
sure.
is likable, but in comparison to Horford, I think most people would be like, "Oh, Horford looks friendlier. He
Yeah,
seems
because
more
we're
like
not looking
friendly."
at the team's fan. I'm looking at like being a general fan, like and the team's fan base. Like I'm
Yeah,
taking into account both of them. Like a
yeah.
general fan probably won't love Tatum,
But
even though I
if
think a
you're,
lot of kids do love Tatum.
oh, he's actually really amazing for like the kids to look up to, and because he's just like he doesn't talk shit that much. He's
Maybe he
a
should be loved. Honestly, maybe we should put him in love.
maybe he is, but
Maybe it's love.
I think I just really respect Horford. He's been in the league for like 300 years. Like it's he deserves the respect. He deserves the love.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. Hartford
yeah.
does deserve the love. I had O'Shea Brissett as
Okay.
another name. Like I just think he brings great energy. I think the Pacers loved him, and Blake Griffin just because I mean,
Is he still on the team?
I'm pretty sure he's on the team.
Okay.
I saw him on the roster, so hopefully he's on the team.
Because
If he's not, then
I was
fair.
looking at the ESPN roster and I was just like, oh, if you don't have a salary next to your name, that means you're not signed. So
Oh really?
yeah, that's how I was determining the stuff. But yeah, I could be wrong.
Yeah. Horford, but Horford has to be number one though.
Horford
So
is
it
number one
doesn't
for
really
sure.
matter. Yeah. And I hated Jalen Brown.
I have Jalen Brown. I think it's just
Yeah.
because of the contract.
Your contract and like the left hand in the playoffs, like he just
Oh,
has
and
a
the
bad rep.
Leno handle.
Yeah, the left hand is just whew, that's tough, and he gets paid that big money. It's yeah. So
But I love Jalen Brown. Like I can't say I just had to say it because I'm pretty sure that's the right answer.
yeah, I mean
Yeah.
I love hated players too, so it's all good. It
It's all
happens.
good. It's all
Jalen
good
Brown
for
used to
me.
be the most loved. Like before the season started, like when he was averaging like
Everyone loves this guy.
26, everyone loved him. He was like, oh, a great underrated player.
And he was the best player for the Celtics during that finals run for them.
Exactly. Now it's flipped on his head
No, for real. It just tables have tables have flipped on him.
for sure.
Brooklyn,
My team, Brooklyn, dude. Whew.
Brooklyn,
This
most
team
love
had a lot of love players, in my opinion.
for real. It did, but if I had to choose one,
Oh yeah,
I'd
for
say
sure.
Mikal Bridges.
Easily kill Bridges.
I also had Spencer Dinwiddie in the back mind.
For loved,
Yeah,
I had him hated. I'm pretty
really.
sure Dimmery's hated, bro. Like the whole thing with Kuzma, the whole the
That's the
Bitcoin
thing,
thing, the
because it's I'm thinking of like, oh, if it's like overall like looking at the guy, seeing like what type of personality there. I don't really
I'm pretty sure he's
Dinwiddie's that
hated, bro. Like I swear,
shit
no
actually.
one respects. He has a whole Bitcoin scamming thing that he did. Like he wanted to like have his contract in Bitcoin or something. Like He
Oh,
wanted fans
he did want
to
that.
like vote or like pay to for what team he signs for. So that whole thing was really weird. And he played like shit last season. So like I don't think like the fans of his own team even like him that much right now. That's what I
Oh,
thought.
I fucking love Dinwiddie. I don't know.
Maybe on the Mavericks he was him though.
No, yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I think Dinwiddie leaving Brooklyn and coming back, might have been like a nice welcome back type of situation.
Hmm, maybe. But for loved, before we get to the hated, like we already know who
Yeah,
the number one hate is. But like
yeah, for
for
real.
loved, I had Bridges for sure.
Hmm.
Like just look at these names. Like these are all names that you actually do like. Cam Johnson, Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton,
Hmm.
Lonnie Walker, Dennis Smith Jr., Dorian Finney-Smith.
You
You
can't
like
hate
all
on these
like you
guys.
can't hate on any of those guys. You have to like those guys.
It's either neutral to love these guys.
Yeah, high
There's no
character
otherwise.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if you hate these guys, you're probably some like Reddit moderator. Like that's just
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like
for
these are all
hated.
just hoopers.
Yeah, for real. And then for hated, I think everyone knows.
Who do
Stand
you
up,
hate, dude?
turn
Sam
around,
turn around. Sam turn
turn
around,
around,
dude.
turn
Hold
around.
on, let me just turn around right here. You see
I can't
that?
even. Yeah, there. Yeah, Simmons. Yeah.
He's
That's it.
him, bro. He's him.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care. He's
Well,
hated for all the wrong reasons, but I don't know, man. I just stick around. I can
yeah,
really
man.
name it
Look.
off right now. The whole thing in Philly, like him giving up on the team, passing the ball off to Matisse Thybulle instead of dunking on Trey Young, him leaving the team in such a way like not fulfilling his contract, and then like trying to sue the team to
Hmm.
say that he didn't get paid because it was an injury. Brooklyn comes in, quits on the team pretty much, like says his back is hurting, and then he comes in the next season and he gets back surgery. Like, damn, that's a bad track record, bro. And I don't give a fuck, man. I like him, bro. That's my guy, bro.
Okay.
His back was hurting, okay? His back was hurting. Now he's back.
Like I said this earlier, but because of his qualifications as a star, he has to play at
He
least
will.
65 games, and you can't rest. I think.
But he doesn't
Mikal
have to
Bridges
play 65 games. He doesn't have to.
to qualify for an award, I guess he has to. Well,
What award is he
Mikal
gonna win?
Bridges is not considered a star under this criteria, but Ben
Really?
Simmons is. Yeah.
Well, Simmons is a star, so
Okay. Okay.
just saying, he's a star.
Well,
He's a star.
so you'd rather take Simmons? Why am I even asking you? Yeah, you'd rather take Simmons over Bridges.
Yeah, I mean, of
Like, why am I
course.
even asking you?
I mean, of course. I'm wearing the
Yeah.
fucking jersey, bro.
All right. Charlotte.
So yeah, this team was interesting.
I couldn't really find one actually. My
For
most
loved,
loved. Yeah.
I had a couple. You couldn't find any?
Well, I have one name in mind, but it's just like I think it's the most basic answer to be
Is
honest.
it Gordon Hayward?
It's actually Lamelo Ball.
Oh yeah, that's actually funny.
It's actually Lamelo Ball. Because I don't know. I think Gordon Hayward's actually low key hated on because he does not play.
Yeah, you
Every
know
other week it's
he played last season. He played okay.
every other week it's a different thing. Oh, my thumb hurts. Oh, my toe hurts. Oh, my pinky toe is swollen. Like it's something.
I guess.
So
I
I
guess.
yeah. Like it's not that he's hated as a person, it's just hated that he doesn't play and we can't see him.
Mm. I
Yeah.
think there actually is a pretty solid answer for love. I think Terry Rozier is like a solid loved on that team. He's the one guy that like doesn't really have any controversy, plays well, good energy. Like
The only controversial thing about him is Scary Terry. Like that is
yeah, that's scary.
that's
Like
the
when he gets scary, bro, that's controversial, dude. Because man, it's
that's
him.
controversial, but everything else is fine, you know?
So I guess Terry, a funny one because I had Lamelo for both loved and hated on this team, just
I
because
can see
he's
that.
that much of a contrast. It's so weird. But for the 2K guys, JT Thor, man. Eh, If you're a 2K guy, you just know, man. JT Thor, yeah, why you would like him, bro. Do you know why, Ryan? Do you know why?
Isn't he like does he have like a crazy layup package or some shit like that?
No, his jump shot base is fucking busted this year. So JT Thor, like, I guess he's the most loved for that reason.
But overall fan base, like overall like
Overall
league or
fans,
casual
Terry
fan,
Rozier,
Terry
in my
Rozier.
opinion, or Lamelo.
I'm thinking Lamelo because most guys just know who Lamelo is.
Yeah,
They like his game, they like his shoes,
he's
stuff like that.
flashy. Yep, his
Yeah,
shoes are good. You have his shoes.
I have
I
his
swear,
shoes. Yeah,
yeah, good colorways.
and then hated
I think it's the obvious one.
Miles
Miles
Bridges.
Bridges. Yeah.
It's not that much of a competition here.
No, not really.
Yeah, I don't really have much to talk about it either. Just
Thing is, if that whole case didn't happen, he would be probably loved. That's the thing.
Probably because he was a
Cause
breakout
yeah,
candidate,
Breaker candidate. He was rapping too. It's like people. I guess people like the rappers in the league. Like
and he wasn't even saying anything. Like he wasn't saying anything weird. He was just
he was
hooping,
talking
right?
about some pretty fucked shit,
Was
but
he
like
actually? Okay, I wasn't on that side then.
but like it happens like. But the whole case is yeah fuck that
For real,
that's fucked him up.
that
Also
was
James
hard.
Booknight, because he's just shit, man. Like he's just playing like shit. It happens, bro. Like fan bases will turn on you if you're a high draft pick
If
and you
you're
play bad.
shit, they'll turn on you. But if you're like a 60th pick overall and you have like a decent season, they fucking
Yeah.
love you.
Also, I'm saying shit in terms of NBA. Like if I play any of these guys, I'm getting fucked on. But I'm
Yeah,
saying
for
shit
real.
in terms of like the
Their
draft pick or
standards.
whatever. Yeah, their standards. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
He's not shit.
Chi-
He's a great player. He's a
for
great
real,
player.
for real. Chicago, it's easy for me. It's one of my favorite.
Who's your
DeMar
lock?
DeRozan. He's one of my favorite guys. Like I can say I hate the guy. I love the guy.
Yeah, you can't hate DeRozan. Yeah, everyone loves him. So
Everyone
he's
loves
a
him
good
at
one.
this point. Yeah. And any other names?
Yeah, I had some things that I thought Lonzo Ball were probably the most loved.
On the ball is also a loved guy. Yeah,
Alex Caruso is a good one,
he's
and
a
then
good one.
Javante Green. I think Javante Green. Like
I can definitely see Caruso being like at the top of this list in terms of like bonus.
yeah, but like in terms of like loved by the whole like NBA, like all the fans and stuff. Like I think DeRozan probably tops the list. Like
Yeah,
he's just respected amongst all the guys.
was mid range king, right?
Yeah, he's him. He's the modern day Jordan.
Exactly.
And hated, I had to put Levine. Like,
Well, I had two names for this. I had Levine and I had Drummond.
see, I
I
think
think I
the
think
German
people.
hate died down. I think
No, this guy isn't he still like, oh, I'm the best rebounder? Like,
he is, but I think he is. He got more humble now. Before he used to be bad. Like in Detroit, he was bad with that dude. Like,
oh, Lakers Drummond was kind of bad too.
true, yeah. And then he kind of fell off. I
Yeah,
think
he
now
did.
he's a bit more grounded. Like, let's be honest. Like, he probably is one of the best rebounders of all time. He is. He just has to be. So he's not
Yeah.
wrong there. And if he's saying he's the best, then he's probably just confident in his own ability. Because you're not gonna say you're not the best.
If you're the best, you wouldn't be starting behind Nikola Vucevic. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe rebounding is not that important, dude. Oh,
Ooh,
damn.
ooh, that's a
He should be on the Kings. If he was the backup center on the Kings, they would win the Golden State series.
that is true.
Because they just got fucked on by Looney, bro.
Maybe Kings got to do something at the trade deadline if Chicago isn't
I think
pulling
low
through.
key, like, look, going forward, like, whatever team has a good backup big, except if your big is like the absolute pinnacle of the pinnacle, your backup big needs to be a good rebounder. It's
Yeah,
kind of important, low
that's
key.
like if you're starting big only plays offense, just know your backup big needs to like do all the rest of the dirty work,
Yeah, exactly.
hitting boards, boxing out, like all that type of stuff. But yeah, that's why I had Andre Drummond. Like I feel like he's
I
still
can see
hated
it.
kind of,
Yeah, I can see it.
but Zach Levine for sure. Like
The way he just gives like, either he's, I feel like I kind of play like IRL low key. It's not great, but I do. So like, if I'm playing well, I'm like super invested. Like I want to win, like this and that. But if I'm not invested, I look just give up on the team, bro. I'm like I feel like Levine does that sometimes. Like, just kind of gives up, and like he just settles, and like he's not okay with him coming off. He's playing like shit. Like
he doesn't want to be mediocre. He if he's playing, he wants to be the best, right?
yeah, which is a
Yeah,
good and bad thing. So, but I
I
guess he's
guess.
hated for
Yeah,
that.
I like how I play. It's just like I'm always hounding you on defense, or like I'm always just like running.
Mm.
So it's I don't care if I'm putting up like empty stats. I don't really care. I'm getting a
Oh,
workout in.
I give a fuck, dude. Like I get pissed, but it's that's neither here nor there. Let's move on
Cleveland
to the Cavaliers then.
loved. I have two names:
Okay.
Evan Mobley and Jared Allen.
Mm.
I think everyone just loves that duo,
Yeah,
and you
everyone does
just
like
gotta
those
love
guys.
that microphone head that Jared Allen has. It's just nothing people hate on. These two guys, it's just good vibes all around.
Allen for sure probably is most loved on that team, but I thought Mitchell and Garland, and I had Sharif Cooper. But I think Mitchell and Garland for sure. Like I think Mitchell gets hated because he's a great player,
That's what I'm saying because I thought Mitchell was considered one of the more hated players.
but I think all in all, like I guess like you can't compare him like to Booker. Like I think Mitchell, like people respect his grind, like the way he works hard, like he never gives up. Like he people hate him just because he plays bad sometimes, opposed to like
Mhm.
him giving up or like lashing out. Like he's pretty respectful all in all.
He's
So I
actually
guess
pretty. He's pretty. He doesn't talk shit like that.
yeah,
He's
exactly.
he's a good
Good to the
teammate.
media, yeah, good to the
Yeah,
media. And Garland, like I think people just like him. Like I think people just
that's
like
true. Yeah.
he's a great personality, great teammate. So I guess Garland also is loved.
Hmm.
But Allen probably has like that's what this team actually it was kind of a struggle to pick up one guy.
Yeah, it
Allen and
was.
Garland I thought was pretty much a tie.
I just figured Mobley because he's like the young, like
Yeah,
upcoming young guy.
yeah.
Everyone likes the story like that,
But if he
and
plays
he's
bad next season, then I feel people are gonna hate him likely.
the hate's going to start. Yeah,
So it's kind of
and
tough.
then yeah, hated
Hated. Who'd you have?
Tristan
Tristan Thompson.
Thompson.
I
Yeah,
had Rubio also too.
Rubio because he isn't he like battling mental health
Is he?
stuff right
Oh
now?
shit! I
Yeah,
thought just
that's why I
because
said
he's
no.
pesky on the court, like people just like
No.
bully him on the court.
He's
He's
taking a
kind of
leave of
hated.
absence right now because of like some personal
Oh
stuff. So I
shit!
said, yeah, I'm
Yo,
not
I
gonna
need.
put it.
Damn.
I'm gonna look like a hater.
Damn. Okay, so I guess before that, before knowing that information, yeah, I'll put Rubio. But
Yeah.
after knowing that information, I'm taking him off.
Okay. So who do you have instead?
Tristan Thompson, bro. Like, who
Tristan
else would you
Thompson.
hate on the team? Max Struess? Like, why would you
Oh,
hate
come on,
Max
you
Struess?
can't hit on Max Juice.
He low key bricked the shit out of Miami in
He's
the playoffs.
undrafted. That was.
He,
I like
he
I
got
like
his
his
first
story.
back. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess. Next
I
contract
don't.
though. If he plays like
Yeah.
shit, then fuck you.
I said Tristan Thompson just because of the whole Kardashian situation, and you know how big those fans are.
He's oh yeah. He's ever since that he's always been hated.
He's a menace amongst.
Even though I like him, like I think he's a cool guy, but he's hated amongst
He's
those
hated for
fans.
real. Dallas.
Dallas.
I
I
got.
had interesting love players.
I
Interesting.
had like three guys for this one.
Yeah, I had a couple too. Yeah.
Yeah. I had Seth Curry,
Okay.
Grant Williams, and Luca was on both sides.
Grant Williams. Grant Williams is definitely not loved.
Really?
Definitely not.
I like his Batman impression.
That was funny, but I feel like everyone just shits on him, dude. Like everyone just shits on him. Like if he plays bad, like the whole thing with Donovan Mitchell, like they're clowning him. Even just recently, did you see when he met with this WNBA player after the game, and his phone was out on the contact screen, like to add a new contact. Like he just gets clowned. Like maybe he's loved in that way, but like I
Yeah,
feel like he just gets hated on so
no,
much.
but if you get loved in one way, wouldn't you consider that love?
Hmm. But people did call him overpaid, and I guess I don't know. I guess it's tough. Like he's hated in a way that he gets loved. So maybe you're right. Maybe he
Yeah.
is loved.
I just think he's a solid all around guy. I think he's just a clown.
He's goofy. He is goofy. That Batman costume was
The
actually the
Batman.
funniest thing that season. Like the
So
funniest
yeah,
thing.
that's why I said like I think Grant Williams is a loved guy on
Yeah, I
that
think you're
team.
right. I think he is.
What about you?
I had Josh Green,
Yeah.
Rashawn Holmes because resurgence maybe,
Hmm.
Dante Exum just because I guess
Which
the past
also a comeback type of
people
thing.
also like them, yeah, and Derek Jones Jr. just because he's him.
No
Maybe
Seth Curry?
I had Seth Curry. I
Oh,
said
okay.
apart from Seth Curry, but
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, okay.
Seth Curry. I like that's a tough list, but if you had to top it, I would probably say Grant Williams now at this point. He's just the funniest guy on the
You
team. Like,
just if you're funny, you're loved. I think that's
yeah, I think
pretty
so.
much yeah. And then for hated, I
Easy ones,
Luca was on
Kyrie.
both sides. Luca was on both sides.
I had
'Cause,
Luca just strictly hated
yeah.
because the flopping was just egregious, bro. Like, can't fucking stand it.
And then I think but like I like how he plays though. Like he slows it down to his pace, and then like that's what I love about his game.
Mm. But I think most
It-
fans, if you're watching, like, you get amazed. But if you watch if you watch the highlights, you're amazed. You're like, holy crap. But if you watch the whole game, you're like, fuck, man, this guy's so annoying to fucking watch, dude.
Kyrie is also one, and then I said
Easy.
Markieff Morris.
I mean, same, yeah. Markieff Morris for sure.
Yeah, he's a villain.
Yeah. Kyrie and Markieff Morris, definitely two of the most hated players.
Yeah,
Maybe in the whole league. So,
probably.
pretty solid team in terms of hating. Here we go. Like, pretty good team, Mavericks.
Next team is kind of hard, but kind of easy at the same time.
Yeah, I would say so.
The Denver Nuggets loved Jamal Murray.
Their top three players are all loved. Murray,
Yeah,
Jokic, and MPJ, I would say are all pretty loved.
I also did put Jokic for most hated too.
Well, that's interesting. Why is that? He was cooking up.
Well, here's the thing: people don't see like, sure, he's like a great talent and everything, but people look at Jokic, they're just like, he's not that good. I could be it better than that. Like
No way,
they
man.
hate on his skill. They hate
After the
on
Lakers series, there's no way
yeah.
anyone thought
People
that.
still do it. I was talking to one of my friends at school, and then he was saying how his buddies think that they're
Okay,
better
but
than
like,
Jokic.
are those the majority of NBA fans? No,
I don't
those
know,
are just like
man.
casual of all casuals.
God, okay.
Cause like Jokic, after watching the playoff series, like I think all the hate of him washed away. Like people thought like, oh, he can just only do it against bad teams. Like doing the playoffs, he did it against AD, did it against Bam Adebayo. Like I think he got the respect of most fans. I think so. I think so.
Okay.
He's
So
hated because he's white. Let's be honest.
who
No, I'm playing.
who do you have for loved and hated?
Other than like Jokic, Murray, MPJ, I thought Reggie Jackson and Ish Smith were two guys you could put just because they're
Ish
vets.
Smith for sure, yeah. Reggie
Yeah, they're
Jackson is it's
here
iffy
and
for
there,
me.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hated, I had Aaron Gordon, probably.
Yeah.
He just talks a lot of shit. Gets into
But
beef with a lot of
he's
players.
a winner now though, so like he can talk as much as he wants until
True,
he
true,
loses the
true.
next.
Yeah, and Christian Braun just because low key like these young rookies that talk bare shit, it does get under people's skin. I feel like.
And they can't back anything up because they don't get any minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Even though Braun he did play good in the finals, but like before that he was talking a lot of shit for a guy that plays like 5 minutes. But yeah, the team it was like that's what I'm saying. It was hard and easy at the
And
same time. So
yeah. This next one was kind of easy actually. This next one,
yeah, I think so.
I had one guy that I think everyone loves, and we
Okay,
talked about it earlier, Cade Cunningham.
okay.
Yeah. You,
I had Cade and I had Ivy. I think
Cade
Ivy's
and I,
like
yeah,
it's almost a young promising star. Like like you're hoping he's great, so you love him. I
Mhm.
think he's in that role as well. A lot of our guys are.
He had a solid year too, so it's not like he's
Yeah, it's not
gonna,
unwarranted.
yeah. And then hated Beast too.
Beef stew. Definitely
Beast
hated
too.
by a lot of players. Ever since the thing with LeBron, he's been on watch, dude.
I think for like player wise, league wise, it's Isaiah Stewart. I
Yeah.
think fan wise, Killian Hayes.
I was gonna say Killian Hayes
Everyone
too, bro.
hates Killian Hayes.
He's just so bad, man. Like, I like Killian Hayes. I liked him since he came in the draft. I drafted him in fantasy. I thought he was gonna
Yeah.
be great. I'm still hoping for it, but man, this guy has like no weekend. Like he just, bro. I don't know.
Hey man, you
He's
gotta wait
doesn't
another two
improve.
years. Gotta wait another 2 years.
Yeah, we're there. Detroit can wait. Detroit can definitely wait.
Oh,
And I had Wiseman just on the side too. Like maybe he's
Wiseman, I can
hated.
see that he's hated, but he's in a situation where he's like, ah, take your time.
Yeah, it's like you can't hate him. Like you're just kind of hoping that he's good, so you
Yeah.
can't hate him.
But yeah, I think Stewart and Killian Hayes. Like, I
Yeah,
think
those
those were
two
the easiest answers.
easiest answers for sure.
Golden State. This one was kind of easy too.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Steph.
like the loved and hated was like easy barrier. Like they're easy ass barrier.
Because it's like you have four for sure Hall of Famers there, and you just split them accordingly. Right.
Oh, really?
Oh, that's what I did.
Damn. I think okay. Curry easy loved. I
Curry
had
is the lock,
Clay
yeah.
loved.
Clay's loved, yeah.
Oh, okay. Who's their
And
big
then
four?
Draymond, or not big, I said Hall of Fame. Like the Hall
Oh,
of Fame
like
basketball
Iguodala
players.
you put hated.
Oh, I don't even
Oh,
think
CP3. Oh, yes, yeah, I had
CP3 and
CP3. Yeah.
Draymond, yeah.
Oh, I was
CP3
like,
and Draymond.
I was thinking about their dynasty days. I was like, who's
Oh
gonna be
no
their
no no!
fourth
I'm
one?
talking about like
Just right now.
yeah, right
Okay.
now, like the
Yeah, you're
people that
right.
are
You
bound
split
for the
them
Hall
up.
of Fame. Yeah.
You split them up
So
for sure.
yeah. So that was kind of easy.
Yeah. I had some other names. I had Wiggins for loved and Kaminga for loved.
Yeah.
Pretty solid name. And then I had Draymond, Chris Paul. I had Iguodala. I feel like he's kind of hated. I think the thing with the Grizzlies is kind of like he's too good for the Grizzlies. Like
Hmm.
he forces me back to Golden State.
Yeah.
And then Anthony Lamb, because fuck that guy. That guy literally like he should not be in the league, bro. With what he did. I'm not gonna say what he did, but like if you read about him, he should not be in
Yeah.
the league. Fuck that guy.
It's funny how you mentioned Iguodala because I used to love like Iguodala a lot, but after his comments on like a podcast and stuff, I'm just like, this guy has a
Yeah,
lot.
he's
He's
kind
kind
of
of
weird, kind of
this
hater,
guy's
bro.
kind of a hater. Yeah.
The old head hater guy. Even though I have his jersey, but like, he's like the old head hater guy for sure.
I liked 2010's Iguodala. I don't know about 2020's
Oh
Iguodala.
yeah, like
Yeah.
early Phillies Iguodala, goaded, for sure.
Denver Iguodala is actually pretty good too.
Yeah, Denver Iguodala as well,
Yeah. And then Finals MVP Iguodala.
goaded.
And
Even
then
though like didn't really deserve it.
yeah, I know, but it just kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, his ego went like this, dude. His ego
Yeah, I
went
know.
crazy.
No, but I still like him as a overall talent, I guess.
Yeah, player
Yeah.
wise, great. He's great.
Houston.
This one's just funny to me. Like I feel like you can't really hate or love any of these guys except for like
I thought
the
there was
two
one
guys.
solid loved. I thought there was one
Oh
solid
really?
loved
One
guy.
solid love. Who would that be?
Boban.
Oh, I didn't even think about Boban. I didn't even think about
Boban's
him.
back on the team, so
Jesus, dude. Is he actually, bro?
yeah, he signed like a few days ago. I was like, okay,
Oh
let's do it.
crap.
Yeah, so Boban
That's a good one.
Marjanovic.
But
Yeah,
other than
he's in
him,
the.
who would you have? Because let's
Oh, I had
exclude
no,
Boban.
I had no
No
one
one.
else.
I
No one.
had some sleeper ass names like okay, Jabari Smith, Jay Sean Tabor, two guys like maybe, but I think a solid guy that they love is Tari Eason. Like
Hmm.
plays every game, plays hard. He's a solid player. Like
Doesn't put up the biggest stats, but he's not terrible.
he's like the role player that you love on the team. Like he's that guy.
He was
Cause
your he was your DeLon Wright.
yeah, he's with DeLon Wright. But yeah, he's just there. He plays hard. Like I think he's actually pretty liked by the whole Rockets
Yeah.
community. So it would be him.
Okay.
Hated, two easy names. Like easy
Dylan
names.
Brooks,
Dylan Brooks,
Kevin
Kevin
Porter
Porter
Jr.
Jr.
Yeah.
That's easy.
Especially after what happened. Like I didn't want to mention it, but especially what happened. Now he's on a trade market again. So
Yeah, like he's definitely done so. Dylan Brooks, low key making a comeback. Low key after the FIBA.
after the FIBA turning, yeah.
Holy
So
crap, he's him. Get
I don't
ready to
know.
learn English, bro.
He's probably still hated though,
Yeah, definitely,
but
definitely.
respected. It's like a respected hate.
I love Dylan Brooks. Though. I think he's fucking hilarious, dude. That whole dance he does, dude, bro. He's him. But he's definitely hated by most
Yeah, for
people.
real. Indiana was hard. I don't think there was one guy I could think was like especially hated.
I found no hated. I had no hated on this team.
I was like Miles Turner for sure is my most loved in my opinion, and Tyrese.
Oh, really? You think
Yeah,
Miles Turner?
and Tyrese. Yeah,
I
because
thought Miles Turner was not because he held out. He wanted to leave that place.
no, but Miles Turner has such a goofy personality. Like this guy looks at plays with Legos. Like he
That's
spends
true.
$1 million on Legos. Like who does that?
Yeah, who does do that?
So I was like Miles Turner. I think he's a solid loved guy, and Tyrese Halliburton. The fan base just loves him.
Halburn, easy. Like most loved, yeah.
Yeah.
Halburn.
And then for hated, it's just I'm just going back to like the dunk contest. Obi Toppin.
I didn't loved.
Really?
Bro, I feel like everyone loves him, dude. Like, a whole league loves him. Especially after the playoffs in New York. Like, they want to see him win, bro. I think he's actually loved by, like, majority of fans.
I thought there was like a like still good people who just did not like Obi Toppin.
Because the
Because I
dunk
remember when
contest,
yeah
what did he do in the dunk contest that would got him hated?
he won, but people just started leaving because it was not a good dunk.
Oh, can you hate
Yeah,
him for that? Like, that's not his fault. I feel like
it is
if you
his fault. He
hate. Wait, what?
it's his fault. He did the dunk, but it wasn't like Vince Carter level. So it was
He's not Vince Carter, bro. Sadly.
no one is though. Yeah.
I feel like if you could hate anyone for a dunk contest, it'd be like Jericho Sims or like John Collins. Like, two guys that actually just did jack shit in the dunk contest. Those you could hate. Obi Toppin, like, like, can't hate him. Especially, like, the way he play, like, dunk contest aside, he plays hard. He's
Mhm.
trying to become a better shooter. Like, he's actually working on
Yeah.
his jump shot a lot. Like, he's working hard. Like, I
Yeah.
think he's kind of loved. But other name I had, Buddy Hield. Low key is loved by a lot of fans. Like, he made a resurgence from the Pelicans days.
Yeah.
TJ McConnell, just because funny guy. I think TJ like steals from the backcourt. Like he's like a Dellavedova. Like you kind of just
Pretty much. Yeah.
love him to love him. And then Nemhard, who's like the young guy. Every team has like, this guy, like, the young guy who's up and coming. Nemhard, I do like him though.
And your hated was
No
no
one,
hated.
no hate
No
him.
one.
Yeah, no
I
one.
guess that makes sense. I just try to put someone there.
Yeah.
So
If
I
you had to
had
have
to
a
like
reason, that I guess it's a valid reason.
I had
Boring
to
ass dunk
dig back.
contest.
Yeah, I had to dig back into the history books for that one.
Yo, literally, dude.
Clippers.
Clipper, I had a pretty solid love on their team.
I think what I loved is it's weird, but it makes sense.
Who was it?
Zubat.
I had Zubac as my number
Okay,
one too.
okay. Because he doesn't do anything bad. He's just
Yeah,
solid, right?
good player. Like, does his role and like he has like a lot of highlight plays too.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy how much highlight plays he has too. So
I
he's
also,
the easy one.
yeah, I would also say Westbrook at this point.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I think I'm just that part of the population just wants to see him succeed.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Westbrook's
I
a good
just
one.
yeah, like even in his LA days, like I would always draft him.
L.A. he was hated though.
he was
Like the
hated,
Lakers, holy.
but here's the thing: I didn't hate on Westbrook during his LA days. I
I
would,
did because he was shit, man. He was ass.
but I just felt like he was just in the wrong type of
Uh,
scenario, wrong type of system. Because he
I
needs the ball.
guess
He needs the ball to be dominant.
he was getting the ball and he was breaking wide open layups. I'll just say that.
Hey man, if you're playing with LeBron, there's got to be some pressure on you.
Honestly, I think in LA, like I think he just played bad. Like I don't think it's the system or anything. I think he just played bad, flat out. Like he like when he needs to play good, he couldn't play good.
Mm,
And the Clippers, he played good. So I think that's all it was. I don't think it was a system, honestly. But
okay.
he's definitely loved now.
Oh, he's
Now
up
he's
now.
loved. The resurgence, like man, he cooked up.
Who else you got?
For loved, I KJ Martin. I
Okay,
think he's loved by a lot of fan bases. Norman Powell, Mason Plumlee, Robert Covington, Paul George. I think they're
that's
all
like
kind of
that's
loved.
like half the roster, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like it was like I was surprised, but like I think all these guys are actually pretty loved on that team.
And then for hated,
Hated controversially, I had Kawhi as one of my names.
just probably because of the whole resting thing,
Yeah,
and
doesn't play
yeah,
like
doesn't
the
play
kid
a lot.
sucks.
Well, he has to play this season.
Yeah,
It's
if
in the rules now.
I mean, he doesn't have to if he doesn't want an award. He doesn't have to. I'm just
Well,
saying.
the Clippers do get fined if they rest him.
Steve Ballmer's like he's
That is true.
him, dude. He is
He's
him.
making it rain all day.
But hopefully that rule. I actually hope it actually fixes that because
Yeah.
man,
I also I didn't have Kawhi just because I still respect the hell out of him.
we are from
Uh,
Toronto. He did give us our
yeah,
chip, but like
yeah.
he's
Oh,
pretty
no,
hated by
I
a lot
get
of fans.
the hate makes sense. And Marcus Morris, I think he's just a villain.
Yeah, for sure. One of the top five villains. I also had Bones Highland, just because like the whole thing with Denver, I feel like I give him a bad name.
Yeah,
So
but
I
yeah,
think
that.
pretty easy, loved and hated on the team.
Mhm. Lakers.
Lakers surprised me because I thought there'd be a lot more hated.
I
So I'm gonna
think
start with the hated because
yeah,
I had one. I had D'Angelo Russell.
I had D'Angelo Russell too
I think that's the only one that I could think of.
because D'Lo's one of those guys that like during the regular season he does pretty good. He's solid all around. Everyone likes him, and
Yeah,
then when the playoffs come, everyone hates him because he just doesn't do jack shit
falls off
during
the
that time.
planet. I don't know what happens to him. Like his game is suited for the playoffs too. That's the crazy thing. Slow, methodical, play off the pick and roll every play. Like I don't know what happens to him, bro.
Some people just crumble in the spotlight.
True, Jared Allen. Yo, Jared Allen's quote of that was hilarious. The lights were literally brighter than I expected. Wow, that's honest. D'Lo would not. D'Lo would just throw up more shots after the game.
Yeah, I know. And then I also said I didn't want to put it, but I think LeBron's still kind of hated, but out of respect, he's kind of loved too.
Yeah,
Because
it's like he
he's
goes both ways. It's tough.
yeah, because he's like nearing the end, and people want to like hate, but they're like, wow, I'm still witnessing greatness.
Witnessing greatness, exactly.
Yeah,
I had LeBron for love because of that.
I think for
Uh,
my loved, I have two guys,
okay.
Austin Reeves and Rui Hachimura.
Yeah, those are two like pretty easy ones.
Easy
Honestly,
ones, yeah. I
I had
just
Max
think,
Christie and Jared just on the side, but yeah.
yeah,
What are you gonna say? My bad. I
I was
kind
thinking
of
like Rui Hachimura just doesn't seem like someone anyone would hate on.
yeah. I don't think so. Like
Yeah,
he's like a
and
wholesome guy.
Austin Reeves that contract. Oh, he's 100% loved in LA now.
Oh, for sure.
It's a bargain, and he plays well.
Yeah, that is that probably the one of the best contracts I've ever seen after
It probably
signed.
is.
Like
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. What were you saying?
Uh, I just I had Max Christie and Vanderbilt. We can move on to the
Oh, okay,
Grizzlies.
sure thing. Grizzlies loved
Loved Steven Adams,
Steven Adams,
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. Yeah, same
Yeah,
guys.
those two are pretty solid ones to have.
And for hated, I had two.
I think we have the same ones.
John Morant,
John Morant, Marcus Smart.
Marcus Smart. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. I was like,
We
it
don't
was
even
pretty
have to.
obvious.
We don't have to debate this. This is
No, we
easy.
don't. Two more loved.
Miami.
Two
Yeah.
more loved. Just because I say
Yeah,
younger.
of
I say
course. Go.
Kenneth Lofton.
Oh, everyone loves Kenny.
Everyone loves that guy.
Everyone loves
He's
Kenny.
big gumbo, and then fucking big body David Roddy, bro. That, low key, that guy's also hilarious to watch too. But yeah, we can move on.
Yeah. Miami.
I didn't have a lot of names for Miami.
I think for love though, Kyle Lowry. I think I
Oh
know
damn,
he's.
I am hated actually.
Here's the
Only
thing
hated.
though, I'm biased. I'm biased too.
I thought we had no bias on this podcast, dude.
Oh shit,
Thought it
yeah.
was no
Then
bias.
I don't have any love then.
Yes, say you have no bias, and then say what you're gonna say.
No bias, Kyle Lowry.
There you go. But
But yeah,
why is it? Why is it? What do you think?
well, greatest Raptor of all time, right? So like, I think there's a
Ain't
Canada
nobody give
loves
a
him.
fuck about no greatest Raptor of all time, Ryan.
Fuck
The
you.
general fan doesn't give a shit about no greatest Raptor of all time.
I
I
think if you
think
were to choose someone though, Caleb Martin,
for hated.
loved.
Oh yeah,
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 if you
Caleb
have
Martin.
to choose someone, Caleb Martin,
After that playoffs, for sure, bro. Like, and he had the nastiest celebration I've ever seen.
right?
Like, fuck, that is cold. Also had Butler and Adebayo for loved,
Oh,
which like I don't because here's the thing like usually stars get hated on, but like through that playoffs, it's like what do you expect them to do? Like they did all they could have done,
they could, yeah.
in my opinion.
I feel like Butler's kind of hated,
Yeah, I guess like
but he's my number one hated guy on that team.
damn.
Yeah, it's also
I
he just doesn't do jack shit in 2K.
really, bro. This guy just clowns my fucking ass up, dude. What do you mean?
No, if you play like my GM and then
Is he actually that bad on my GM?
yeah, this is overall it starts high and just keeps declining. Like he puts up
Damn,
like
bro.
12 points a game. Like
Damn, hating him because on 2K is crazy.
no, but I think Butler's just also a villain just because like after his Chicago and his Minnesota Philly days, he just kind of left a bad impression on those fan bases too.
I think the opposite. Because
You're
usually these
biased.
players that talk bad shit, like hella shit, like they get hated on because like they go on and don't do shit. Like every team he leaves, he just does better on the team. He like
Mm,
for Chicago, like he was really good for them. He leaves Chicago ends up like shit. Minnesota brings us to the playoffs. He leaves, they end up like shit. Philly, he's their best player
yeah,
and probably their best team of all time. He and leaves them, they're like shit now. Now he's in Miami and they made the finals twice in 4 years. So like I don't think you can hate him. Like you have to
I
respect what
guess.
he does.
I guess that makes sense.
If he wasn't making the playoffs, he would be hated though.
Okay.
He's lucky that he's making the playoffs. He's lucky.
He's lucky he's Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah, true, true.
Well, who's your hated?
Lowry, the only one.
Oh, that I guess just because the contract,
The
right?
contract, yeah,
His
and the
play,
flopping. It's pretty annoying to watch.
he
If I
went from
wasn't a Raptors fan, like I wouldn't stand him.
he went from starting point guard at the start of the season to like 12 minutes a game in the finals.
Yo, he actually played pretty good in the playoffs. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
He's pretty solid. So
but I think people just started hating on him because like, well, again, he's older. The contracts they're more for like respect and like leadership and mentorship now,
yeah,
rather than just like 30 million to score like 19 a night.
yeah. Also, I think the whole Raptors thing kind of fucked them over because when we traded Lowry to the Heat, all the Raptors fans, including me, was like, "Bro, trust me. Like, you might think he should, but trust me, he's really good. Like when you see him on the court, he's really good." And they
He's
traded
better than
Achua
what the
for him.
stats say, right? He's
Yeah, and
better
then
than
he
what
plays
the
for Miami, and he's just like
stats.
shit. And like, bro, we just hyped him up for no reason. So maybe that's why he's hated too.
Probably, yeah. That makes sense.
The Bucks,
Milwaukee,
that's your team, bro.
yeah. Giannis is loved.
Yeah, this is loved.
Like you can't hate a guy who tells dad jokes and eats Oreos before every game. Like that's
Yeah, although some people actually do hate him for that. Like they think
that's
he's corny.
why are you hating on someone who's corny? If anything, that just means they're genuine.
Man, fuck corny people. I hate corny people.
Nah, fuck you.
But Giannis is loved though. Giannis is loved. Are you corny, Ryan? Maybe I have to hate you too, bro.
Probably am corny.
Man, I hate you,
Yeah.
bro. We're ending the podcast here. But I had Drew Holiday as loved as well.
Drew Holiday is loved, yeah.
He's respected. People say he's the best guard defender in the league. That's high praise. So you can't hate him
Hmm.
for that.
And like, didn't he win like sportsmanship award or something like
Oh
that? Or
yeah, yeah.
teammate of the year? Yeah,
I think it was team of the year. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, I that makes sense. And then for hated, I had two names:
Who'd you have?
Grayson Allen, Robin Lopez.
Damn, I actually didn't have any of those names, and I had five names. I didn't
Oh
have any of
shit.
those guys.
Then who did they even show up in the loved or they
No,
just didn't show up?
those two
Okay,
didn't even show up. I thought they weren't hated enough. I thought
well,
these five names Loki are probably really hated.
go for yours.
Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah,
I had Malik Beasley because the whole gun thing.
the whole thing.
Jay Crowder because the whole thing in Phoenix.
I don't think he's on the team.
Is he not? That's great news.
I
That's
don't think he
amazing news.
I don't think he
Fucking
resigned
boss man 99. Goran Dragic. Is he on the team still?
on the team.
Damn, ESPN lied to me. And Mars Leonard because the whole
Whole
thing with.
situation. I don't even know if he's on the team right now.
I'm pretty sure he's still on the team.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
I just know Crowder and Dragic are gone.
Damn.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't have. I thought about Grayson Allen and Robin Lopez, and I thought I didn't think they were hated enough. Honestly, I think Grayson Allen made up for it with this play.
Probably, yeah.
but he's dirty as fuck.
That's what I mean. Like
But last
if
season he
it's
wasn't as dirty though. That's like he kind of wasn't as dirty.
but like back in his Memphis days, he was like the worst.
Yeah, he was bad. He was bad.
Yeah, he still leaves that impression.
I guess he is hated. Maybe I guess for general fan, yeah. For me, I guess not. So yeah, he
I
actually
just
is
said
hated.
I just said Robin Lopez for jokes because his
Yeah,
whole
why
thing
Rondo
with the mascots.
with the mascots? He also has the best celebration, one of the best celebrations, dude. The whole
Which one is it?
when he makes a three, bro, he like stirs the fucking tea and oh, dude, that's just kind of funny, dude. He's like Grant
Yeah.
Williams.
Oh, he's goofy. Yeah,
He is goofy. Maybe he's loved.
He's goofy. Maybe he is loved. Maybe I put him on the wrong
Brooke
level.
Lopez definitely is not. I thought about Brooke Lopez, but like, yo, Brooke Lopez, he gets into so much fights, bro, and like he acts like a kid, low key. Sometimes, like when he gets angry, he's like all in your face. Like, yeah, he's not loved for sure.
True, true.
He used to be though.
Back in Brooklyn.
Like first year on the Bucks, I feel like he was loved.
Oh, first year in the Bucks, Brooke
He
was
was low
loved,
key pretty chill.
and then after he signed extensions, it just kind of
That's a savage
the
now.
levels just kind of went up.
Yeah, but yeah, so Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. I had one love for everyone, Anthony Edwards. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, I think everyone just loves what he does, and I hated Rudy Gobert, but it's a contract.
Yeah, definitely is a contract.
Yeah,
And Loki's personality thinks he's him.
yeah, he does. What about you?
I had Edwards. I actually had a
Mhm.
couple names. I had Conley. I think that
Conley is a
people
good choice.
generally love him. Jaden McDaniels. I think he's like past the stage of like
Isn't McDaniel's
young.
with the Raptors now?
No, that's Jalen McDaniels.
Oh shit, never mind.
Jaden McDaniels is like the good one.
Oh
But
okay.
like McDaniels is like he's gone past the stage of like the young up and coming starter. Like I think he's like just actually loved. Like he's one like they're solid players that is actually loved.
Right.
And Nas Reed. Everyone loves Nas Reed.
Everyone loves Nasri.
He's just the most hyped up. I don't know. I see him on Twitter. Like everyone loves Nas Reed, so like he's gotta be there.
This guy has more likes than any other NBA star I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
like it's him or Paul Reed, honestly. And Cat for hated. Like
Cat is
people,
hated.
he's
Yeah.
gonna say me recently, and Austin Rivers just because I don't know. Every player just hates on him. I
I
don't
don't
know
think
what's going
Austin
on.
Rivers is on the team anymore, but I can
Is he
definitely see
not,
that.
dude? I am not doing my research,
It's
bro.
okay. It's okay.
ESPN, no, fuck
He
ESPN.
used to be
It's not
from
my
last
fault.
season. From last season, he
Oh,
was
last season. Ah, fair enough. Fair
yeah.
enough.
New Orleans.
It's a weird team. If I
I
could have,
just
I would put no names for any of them. Like no love, no hated. I feel like the
no
most
love.
like
No. I think for
mundane team.
loved, I just have Jonas Valanciunas, Choo Choo Train.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and then hated Jose Alvarado.
Damn, I am loved.
I think just some fan bases just fucking hate it when he goes
Yeah,
around. Yeah.
he's like loved and hated. Like
Yeah.
depends on who you ask.
Who do you got?
Loved I had CJ McCollum, I had
Yeah.
Alvarado, Trey Murphy, and then Herb Jones.
Hmm.
It's like not the best names, but like they aren't hated. And then hated Zion, just because low key's wasting his. Like, I don't know, he's like not
Well,
working hard.
part of it's just kind of like injury too.
Injury
Like,
too, but like the way he presents himself also doesn't help him. Like
yeah.
he doesn't hang out with the team, doesn't seem interested in the team's success. Like doesn't seem like he's working as hard as he should be for a number one pick. So I don't know. I feel like he's more hated than loved.
Yeah. And then who else? Or you just
I
had
think that
Zion?
was it. Yeah,
All right.
Ingram is like irrelevant, low key. I don't know what's going on.
Ingram is just in the gray zone, you know.
Yeah,
No.
he's in the gray zone, dude. The
And then
Knicks,
I think loved is like I just love him, Josh Hart.
yeah, Josh
Yeah.
Hart for sure.
He also has the whole high five thing.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone feels bad for me as pity, so he's definitely
So
loved.
he has to be loved now.
Yeah, exactly. That's actually so funny, bro. You
Who else
brought
did you
that up.
have?
I had Brunson for love because like he played really good last season, and
Yeah.
that contract was big, and he lived up to it. Very impressive.
Hmm.
Emmanuel quickly. Everyone thinks he's a starting
Yes.
guard in the league. He
He,
went back in minutes.
I think he deserves a starting spot
I
if it
think
were for
so.
New York.
Yeah, exactly. He's behind Brunson, unfortunately. And then Quentin Grimes, solid 3D guy, good
Everyone
personality,
just likes him.
solid guy. Hated RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett.
It's just bad. He's bad. I
He's
don't know.
not bad. He's just inefficient.
That's what I'm saying. He's bad, bro. Like he's inefficient because he's I don't know. It's the shots he takes. Like he's not as aggressive as he should be. Like he should be attacking the basket every play of the game. Like he's built like that. He can't do that. He's shown he can do that. He just doesn't do it. He sells for threes, long twos, and like I feel like Knicks fans and like the whole Knicks organization is like praying that at some point he
Yeah,
breaks out.
do something, man.
They give him all this money. Like give him all this. He played like 35 plus minutes a game. Like some point he has to break out, and he hasn't. So he's just been hated so far.
Yeah. Well, until he does break out, he's gonna remain on the hated side.
Yeah, Randall's not hated enough, not loved
Randall is
enough.
Randall is not loved. He's like Ingram. He's in that area.
Yeah, he is. Randall just like he plays so bad some games that you would hate him, but then he comes back and drops like a 40 bomb, and like you're like, well, I can't
Like
hate him now.
what can you do about it, right? It's just like
Yeah,
he moves too much and too little within this area.
exactly, bro. So you can't really put him anywhere.
Anyone else?
No, I think those are pretty solid names. Love,
Solid
they have
names.
good love name. They're good love guys on the team.
Yeah, for real. OKC. I had two names for this one.
Okay,
SGA. I think everyone just likes him.
everyone likes him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Oladipo.
Oladipo, damn, I didn't have Oladipo on any of the lists.
Oladipo to me is just like you
You just
like
feel
his
bad for him. You just feel bad for him at this point.
yeah, you like his story, you like his voice, like it's
Like his voice. He's a good singer.
yeah, he is a really good singer.
Interesting.
And yeah, we do you have anyone else?
I Giddy I thought
Yes.
Giddy was gonna be the two. Everyone likes Giddy. Lou Dort and J Dub. Like
J
those are
Dub.
the two guys. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Those all make sense to me.
Giddy for sure though. I think Giddy like majority of people like him. Like he's a TikTok guy. Like plays video games. Like he's relatable to a lot of guys.
He's like us, right?
Yeah,
Just the
exactly.
only difference is he makes millions and is like 6'9". That's
Yeah,
the only
but
difference.
that's not a big difference. Like he's pretty much like us.
Yeah,
Not that big of
exactly.
a difference. Yeah.
And then hated
I had Bertans just because
Bertans his contract, right?
it's like even though like it doesn't even hurt. Like it low key helps OKC that he's on their books too, but he's still hated because of contract.
I'm just like I'm so sorry you have half a finger, but you're just playing like
Yeah.
that. You're just playing so bad.
But like Loki helps him. Like him having that contract, they can make a trade for like a star player if they
Yeah.
wanted to, because they can just attach Bertans to a bunch of picks.
Yeah, which is technically a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like he takes up space on their books. They already have
And,
15 guys on their roster,
and if anything, like they could raise his stock because
which they've been doing for like the last 3 years. They've done it with Horford, so like
and he went back to Boston for a good package. So
yeah, for like a bunch of picks. So yeah,
yeah,
maybe they're gonna pull the switcheroo back on him too.
yeah, maybe.
But he
OKC's
is hated for
smart.
the contract though.
Yeah, he
Mostly, yeah.
is. Yeah.
The Wizards, the Mavs, he's fucked that both of those teams over.
Let's see if OKC can turn that around. It's OKC. I'm not surprised
Yeah,
if
if they do, yeah. The
Orlando
Magic. I think they have
loves
solid loved and hated.
Markel.
Fultz for sure. Yeah,
Yeah. I think after everything he's been through, everyone's like, he's
rooting for him.
he's pretty cool.
Exactly. And
No,
he's
but
solid too.
back in his Philly days, everyone hated him.
I
Like,
know,
what's
bro.
wrong with your jump shot?
So
Holy.
much hate. It's actually so
I
fucked
think it's
that
because he
before.
was the first overall pick and
Yeah, I
was
think
not
so.
living up to anything, right? So
It
that
sucks so
was
much.
the hate was coming in from there.
But
But
once
I
he came
think
back and dropped that triple double, like
oh,
he got so much love.
his
So
stocks went up
skyrocketed, which is crazy. Like no one expected him to do shit that season when he came back. Triple double was unreal.
for real. So yeah, I have him. Who else did you have?
I had Franz Wagner as
Yes.
an easy loved guy, and then Cole Anthony just because he's a fun guy. He's a hilarious, good, solid backup guard. You can't hate him.
For hated
Who'd you have?
Paolo.
Paulo, yeah.
Italy hates him.
Oh, that whole thing just fucked him over, bro.
If it weren't for Italy, I think he might have been in the gray zone or
Yeah,
leaning towards loved.
might have been
But
loved even. Yeah,
and this guy, after learning of his Italian heritage, and then say verbally committing to Italy, he's like,
that's the worst part.
nah, fuck that.
He's
It's
like,
like-
man, fuck that. I'm from USA, bro.
yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, that
that
was
he
bad.
makes the list because of that.
Yeah, I also had Isaac because what is this guy doing, bro? This is a level of like being Christian and like following the religion, and then there's what he's doing, like just
What is he doing?
Jesus, what is he doing, bro? Like he actually looks like he's crazy. He's actually like probably the craziest player in the league. I
Bro,
don't
have you
know.
seen his eyes?
Oh man, I mean he's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that guy's scary, scary and hated, bro. Weird guy.
Philly. There's a lot of names on this one, in my opinion.
Yeah, for both sides, probably. Yeah. But
There's
Maxi,
one.
easy love.
Maxi is the easiest loved
Everyone loves Maxi,
because everyone's just waiting for him to break out into
and
like
they
an
know what's gonna
all-star.
happen too. They like he's the one guy like you know what's gonna happen.
I think it's happening this year.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
playoffs it showed that he's probably like their second best player.
Yeah. So I'm expecting
Big
Maxey to
things.
make an All-Star team this year.
Ah, yeah, I could see that too.
Hated though, it's a whole different story.
Hated. Just name their whole lineup. Let's keep
They
going.
got James
Other
Harden,
Harden,
James Harden, Joel Embiid, Pat Bev,
Bebev.
Tobias Harris to a degree.
Yeah, Tobias Harris I didn't have because I thought low key people started to come around on
People are
him.
still hating on him. I went on Reddit the other day and people are still shitting on his contract
His contract is bad, but like at least he provides value on the court.
more than James Harden. Like, holy, what the fuck
Yo,
is it? And this guy still wants a max? What the fuck, man?
god damn, dude. PG Tucker also on the
PJ
low.
Tucker's but he's a dog. Like
He's a dog. He does
that's his
talk a lot
job.
of shit for. Because here's the thing on Houston, it was warranted because he could at least hit a shot.
But
On Philly, like
Philly,
he's like a fifth body. It's literally like a 4v5. It literally feels like that. Because
he's
even
just
on
there to
defense, he
take
gets
up
cooked.
space. Yeah.
Literally. So
Like
yeah,
he's old now. He can't really do anything. Like he's in the starting lineup out of respect. It's not out of
yeah. If they put Daniel House instead of him in lineup, they'd be so much
probably could
better.
have they probably could have won a game.
They probably could have won that series, bro. Like if because Harden just, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it because they're just shit. I'm not a Philly fan no more because Simmons is on the Nets. So I'm a Nets fan now.
You're a Nets fan now.
Yeah.
Which is
Uh,
better.
It is better. It's
Which is better, yeah.
a bunch of love guys on that team, so I'm happy with that. Philly was a train wreck.
Yeah, what the fuck? Brotherly love my ass.
Oh yeah, literally, dude. Also for
More
loved.
hated guys.
Yeah, it's like it's such a joke. It's actually a joke.
Yeah.
But some more love guys. I had Paul Reed, D'Anthony
I'll read,
Melton,
yeah.
Danny Green.
Fucking love
So
Danny Green, man.
of
Fucking love
course,
that.
I'm surprised you
Yeah.
didn't mention him because
No, I
that's your
think it's
guy.
because yeah, he is my guy. I think everyone's just looking at like Tyrese Maxey, so I'm
Yeah,
just thinking, yeah, he is probably the number one on the
yeah,
list, right?
for sure.
And then
Reed's
I,
him too though.
and then the hate is probably the same as mine.
Yeah, for sure. The exact same names.
Let's move on to Phoenix.
Tough
Phoenix
one.
seemed easy,
Yeah, exactly. Seemed
but
easy.
it's not that easy anymore because my
Oh no. Where'd he go, Ryan? All right, I guess I'll just continue the podcast by myself. I guess.
wait, what happened?
Oh, never mind. You just died on my screen. Like,
Oh shit! I was
we're
like, what the
back.
fuck?
We're back. We're
We're
back.
back, bro.
So who'd you have for left?
Utah Watanabe.
Okay, yeah, Yuto
Yeah,
Watanabe. He was probably
he,
the only one that could solidly pick,
yeah. I had no one else.
other than like Saban Lee, because
I don't,
he popped off that one playoff game, so people like him.
one playoff game.
Hey, he's him. He's a solid player, dude. Because hated it was like pretty much all their players. It seemed like
And for
because Booker I actually had loved, but I
mhm,
switched him to hated because he is hated by a lot of the league.
yeah,
Who else did you have?
I had one main hit guy, and that's DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I think KD you could still say is hated, but at
I
this
said
point of
that
his
too.
career, he's more of like a. I don't see him as the face of that franchise anymore. It's
Yeah,
Booker.
it's
He's
Booker.
he's like he's not even the second option. He's just like not the
It's
Suns
not his
guy.
team. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not his team anymore. He's just a supporting character now.
low key, low key.
Yeah,
Booker's better than
and
KD. I'm just gonna say
and Beal I would say is hated after his force out of Washington, but
that. Oh my god, yeah.
then again, it's like what else has he done to warrant the hate aside from making enough money for himself, like signing that
Yeah,
fat
I feel like
deal?
with him, it's like I feel like more of the hate should go on the Wizards because like why the fuck would you give him a player option or
What
like a
not
like was
a
it
no
no
trade
trade
clause?
clause? Why the fuck would you give him that? Like
What's it?
that's of course he's gonna want to trade. Like what the fuck, dude? So yeah, that I don't blame him for that. I don't have him
Yeah,
hated for that.
for sure. So yeah, that's what I.
Beal and Washington literally just shut up and just played basketball. He literally just
Beal
did
was
that.
actually in a really shit but good situation financially.
Yeah,
Financially wise, he was in the best situation. Like playing wise, he's in a good situation now.
yeah. So good career so far.
Good job, Beal.
Good job, Beal. Blazers.
Uh, love the Scoot. I think
See, I didn't
everyone.
put any rookies on this list yet,
Oh,
but I would have put Scoot.
because here's the thing, like his personality is just already showing. I
Yeah,
think
exactly.
the whole Blazers fan base loves him.
Yeah.
But for Hayden, the man himself,
Who?
Dame.
Dame. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. I didn't put Dame anywhere because I don't know if he was loved or hated. I couldn't even decide.
I felt like he qualified now because he's been on that team for a while now, but now he wants out, which makes sense. But I don't think a lot of the Blazer fans are appreciative of that. Like, oh, he's leaving us now. Like, haven't you been telling him to leave for a while now? Like,
I feel like with Damon too is like the way he did it. Like if he asked for a trade, everyone would have understood. But like him forcing away to Miami is like, bro, what are you doing, bro?
I think it's
That's what
him
really got
wanting
him
a
hated.
specific destination.
Exactly.
That's what.
No options. Like, yeah, that's the bad. I had Nurkic for hated too, just
Yeah,
because man has done nothing, man. Like, I love Nurkic, but like, he's done nothing. Also loved Anthony Simons. I guess
Simons is.
Shaden Sharp for sure, because
Mhm.
bro, he's a highlight machine. And then Keon Johnson on the low. I feel like he's like the young prospect that they hope is great. But yeah,
I can see Trading Sharp definitely as loved. Like him and Scoot, that's
their
for future.
personalities are amazing. High character guys. So yeah, can't hate those guys.
For real. Sacramento. Okay, starting from here on out, I didn't have any hated guys. They're just all question marks.
Yeah, for most of them, yeah,
Yeah.
except for like one team.
My love for Sacramento. Keegan Murray. I think everyone just likes the guy.
Yeah, everyone likes high character guy.
Yeah. And to a degree, De'Aaron Fox.
To a degree. Why is
To a
that?
degree. He had a whole like online thing like to buy like it was on the score, it was a while ago. He had this whole online currency thing. Then
He's
they
a
fucked
crypto
up.
guy too.
Yeah, and they
Mm.
fucked up a lot of like
Oh, I think
stuff.
I heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's like he's an all-star. He's balling out. He led them to the playoffs. They're forgiving him.
Because
It's
he's
like,
good, let's just put it behind him.
yeah,
He's a scammer, but at least he's good at basketball.
yeah, exactly. But that's what happened with De'Aaron Fox. So that's what I got.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. To a
You?
degree. I had Kevin Herter, Phil
Yeah.
McGee, Malik Monk, and Davion Mitchell. I actually had a few names for this, but I think all those guys are pretty well liked by a lot of the fan bases. For
Yeah, makes
hated,
sense.
hated, who'd you have?
Alex Len. I just hated him on the
Alex
Raptors.
Len. Damn, bro.
I just
What did he
hated him
do?
on the Raptors.
Oh, because he was bad for the
He was
Raptors,
so
dude.
bad for us, yeah. And
That's
then he
hilarious.
started doing decently on the Kings. Like, come on, you couldn't do that for us?
Come on, dude. I had Terrence Davis on the low.
Yeah.
Because, like, that whole thing with
The whole thing with his
the
domestic
case.
thing.
It's also the
Yeah.
cases, man. Like, that's why they're hated. Majority of fans would hate them because of that. I
Yeah.
feel like people forgot about him low key.
Well, he wasn't a big name at the time, so people
True.
kind of forget about these things.
He did have one of the greatest highlights I've seen, though.
Yeah.
Where he, like, I don't know what he did. He was on Raptors. It was against Milwaukee. He blew by Middleton, scores a layup, and one. He goes to the camera. He's like, he can't guard me. Straight to the camera. So, yeah. It's on the side. He's him.
He's it. Anyone else?
No, I think that's all I have for Sacramento.
San Antonio.
I think they have a clear love guy. I think so.
I had Wemby.
You had Wemby.
Yeah.
I had Devin Vassell for the love guy.
Vassell is a good one, but I think everyone's like, oh, number one overall pick. He's going to change our franchise. Everyone just,
Yeah, I guess
just
so.
loves him already, yeah. And then I don't have anyone hated. If there was one person, Devontae Graham.
Devontae Graham. Okay. I had Zach Collins for their hated. Because I
I
feel like he's
forgot,
just in the beef with everybody.
I forgot all about him. Yeah,
Zach Collins, they're
yeah.
starting five, bro, because they're playing Wemby at the four for some reason.
Nah, I'm putting Zach Collins as hated now.
Probably gonna be Zach Collins.
Yeah,
I
that's a
know.
better option. I said Devontae Graham because he was so bad in fantasy when I picked him
Come on, Ryan. Like, that is not majority of fans, bro.
up. Toronto?
Toronto. Actually, for Spurs, few names.
Yeah,
Jeremy Sohan, Keldon Johnson, Trey Jones. Those three guys.
Trey Jones is great.
Yeah, he's a guy you can't hate. Like
Yeah,
Trey Jones, Tyus Jones, the Jones brothers, they're goaded.
if you have Jones in your name, you're
I think you're good. I think you're
Yeah.
good. Yeah. So Raptors,
Scotty.
actually, kind of funny. Like I had loved and hated kind of the opposite because I think Raptors fans, they love the hated guys, but we hate the love guys that we have.
Yeah.
low-key. So you had Scotty for loved.
Yeah.
I had Scotty for hated.
Mm.
The whole rookie of the year thing rubbed people the wrong way. Had a bad season, not a bad, like a down season, I guess. So I guess
No,
people
but
started hating him.
he's still a great guy. Like he's still a great guy. Still a pretty good player. Still,
Yeah, I think Raptors fans love him, but like if I'm looking
everyone
across
else
the
just
league,
hates him.
low-key they kind of don't like him.
And then hated. I don't know. I didn't have really. I just like her guys.
Yeah,
I
I
just
like our guys too.
But if there's any one villain character, I was like Dennis Schroeder,
Okay.
probably right. Like I couldn't
I
really
had
say
him
anything.
loved. I had him loved.
I love him too. That's the thing.
But for majority of fans, like
For majority
yes.
fans,
I'd Siakam hate it too. I feel like
Siakam's
people
a
think
weird
they
choice.
just think he's overrated. I just think that's where
How
it's
is he
like
overrated though?
I don't know, like because he made All NBA and people are like, what the fuck, like this guy can't even fucking dribble a basketball and shit. Like he gets a lot of hate. I don't know. I feel like
Yeah.
he does get a lot of hate.
Okay.
I don't know, man.
It's Toronto's a weird one.
Yeah, it's like honestly, it's because we're from Toronto. Like it's kind of hard to
I
really
guess we can't
gauge.
really see like the outside
Exactly.
perspective of it. Utah?
Utah.
Come on, this one's
Also,
kind of loved is
wait,
kind of easy.
wait for Toronto. I had a few more left, bro. Like,
Oh, for real.
whoa,
Sorry,
whoa, whoa,
sorry.
whoa. OG, Yaka.
Yeah,
Those are two of the guys I just want
I
to
feel
point
like
out.
OG could be considered hated.
Damn, you think so? I
I
feel
feel
like
like he could be considered like he's a quiet guy and everything, but he wants a bigger role. He wants like he's going to force his way out if he doesn't get that stuff. He's probably leaving next year.
But
Like,
did he do that yet? Right? Did he do that yet? I feel like he's just. I feel like he hasn't said a single word. Like
well, that's him too, right? He's a quiet guy.
that's true. That's true. But yeah, I you can go either way with him to be honest. But yeah, Utah. Who's your easy one? I think there's a. I think there are like it was like a three-way tie for the left.
For Utah,
Yeah,
Walker Kessler.
that's okay.
I thought
I
that was
see.
the clear cut. I thought that was the
Clear
clear
cut.
cut one. Yeah.
I guess so. Yeah. I've had to look at these three because I had Clarkson. I had Ochai Agbaji on the side
Okay.
because,
Yeah.
but Clarkson, Markkinen, and Kessler. Those are three
Markkinen
guys.
is not that loved.
He's not.
He's not that loved,
Damn.
especially after his Chicago stint.
I thought people loved him because he's like because everyone hates Chicago's front office. Like people were happy that he was good for
No, yeah, he was
Utah.
good for a season and then went down from there.
For Chicago,
Yeah, and
they
then
just stopped
when
giving him the ball. I literally they
yeah,
stopped
and
giving
then
him the ball.
when he got the ball, he just couldn't shoot it.
That's,
So
that's
people
just
just like
that's just unfortunate, man. I don't know what to tell you.
so
The
like
role
that's
he
why
was
he,
in, like, how do you if you giving the guy a ball like once every like 30 possessions and he misses, like, do you blame him? Like he's not even in rhythm at that point. He's just running around.
some people just think you're gonna make something every time you're on the court, right?
Yeah, you gotta think of like what they're feeling on the court too. Like if you don't get the ball, you're probably pissed off. Like you're like what the fuck am I even doing on the court, bro?
Right?
So I don't know. I don't blame him for that. But I
Like
guess he's not as loved as Kessler
Kessler
or
and
Clarkson.
I yeah, I'd say because Kessler's just homegrown, right? And he's
Yeah,
like super good, young coming,
replace Gobert like
better
fucking
than
funny guy.
Gobert.
Better than Gobert actually. Yeah, yeah for sure.
Yeah, and
Kessler's
then
their guy for sure.
yeah, he is.
Clarkson's close second though. IMO.
I can think so. I'd say that too.
Everyone likes him. Good personality. Funny guy.
And hate, I don't really have
No
anyone
hated.
to
No
say
hated.
no
Who do you
hated.
hate?
I have question marks around this one too. I said Colin Sexton.
Yeah, that's the one guy I would think about.
Yeah,
But
but
like
like other than that, I can't really think of why he's hated. I just think it's like fantasy. But
fantasy. Right. Come on,
it
man.
it always comes back to like how he did for my team.
Hmm. I think he'd be hated because maybe he's like a ball dominant guard. It doesn't really pass as a point guard. Maybe that I could see that,
Maybe, maybe.
but you can't hate him. No hated on this team.
Yeah,
They're all
honestly,
solid.
no color hated. And then Washington, last
The
one.
last team. I had a couple for each.
I had one main guy for loved, just because I don't really see anything happening down there.
Who's your one guy for love? Because I
the
was fighting.
the Neo Gallinari.
Gallinari, I didn't even thought he was on the team.
Are you gonna hate on someone with the is it ACL injury?
I would, bro, because
Damn,
this
you're
guy's
different.
he's low key a bum now, and he keeps getting money.
You're different. I'm not hitting on
I'm
a guy who
different.
has an injury.
I fucking hate on Rubio for having mental illness, dude. Damn, I'm fucked up, dude.
Yeah,
I'm about to get mental illness.
for real. I'll still hit on you
Oh, nice. Thank you, bro.
though. And then what do you have?
I Tyus Jones.
Yeah.
Everyone likes him. DeLon Wright,
Mm-hmm.
irrelevant player, Loki. Cody Kispert, I guess irrelevant as fuck. Daniel Gafford because the energy though.
Yeah.
I think Gafford, he does get in a lot of highlights for the wrong reasons, but high energy guy, like, cool guy.
Jones,
Hated.
Wright, and Gafford all make sense. I was just like, am I really gonna hit on a guy who's like out for the rest of the season?
But can you love that guy though? Because he's not even playing.
I think he was pretty decent back when he
I feel
was
he's
like
not loved though. I feel like he was never loved ever, low key. I feel he's more
maybe.
hated than loved. Except for the Hawks. On the Hawks, he was money.
Yeah, Hawks was. Well,
He was
I liked him on
Gallo.
the Clippers. I liked him on the
Oh,
Clippers
the
and
Clippers. Oh my god.
OKC. Gallinari was
Yeah, those
solid,
stints were
solid.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that Clippers stint was crazy. Him and Tobias Harris, bro.
bro, they were different.
Literally.
And in his OKC time, that's how he secured the bag.
Oh yeah, that was the back secure. Oh,
Yeah.
for Hayden, who'd you have?
It's not even hate, it's also question marks. I'm just like Jordan Poole just because of the contract. But like just let him cook this time. Just let him
Yeah,
do his thing.
let him do his thing.
And then he'll be loved by the end of the season. That's how I see it.
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, who do you have?
I'd Poole. I'd
Yeah.
Kuzma as well, just because shot chucker, ball hog, low key. See it, and then the funny one was like Johnny Davis because he's not
Oh,
good.
Johnny Davis is bad.
Like he was like the 10th pick, and like he was in the G League, and it's not because like they want to develop him. It's because he was just not good.
No.
So that's
They
look why he'd
fumbled
be
that pick.
hated.
They fumbled that pick for real.
They really did. They really did. Because I think it was like the next three guys. Like I think J Dub was there, and there was two other guys that were pretty good there. Like Sohan was on the board still. So I don't know. They sold.
They sold.
But yeah,
And
that
is
was it.
interesting list, honestly. Like it's a weird topic to talk about, but it's also
Yeah.
like the shit that we have to come up to keep.
Preseason's almost there.
I know that's what I'm saying.
So close, dude. We gotta
We don't
come up
have
with some
we don't have
bullshit
to,
stuff.
we don't have to do this type of stuff anymore
Fucking
until
thank
next year
God.
at least. Until next year.
Until oh man, next year's like round 2 revisited, dude.
Revisit.
Those are the funniest ones, dude. You gotta do over. Yo, Loki over unders. Gotta do that.
Okay. Okay.
Look at us coming up with topics at this point. Like,
We're just making up topics at the end of the pod, and then we're just hoping they they do well for the next episode.
yeah, I like we're on the pod and we make up the topic on the pod.
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's like we're not even doing a pod at this point. We're just fucking
We're just fucking
brainstorming,
around.
literally. But yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Any last words, Ryan?
Do you know when preseason is starting?
No, I don't. I'm actually a casual basketball watcher.
Very, very casual.
Nah, I can find it right here. It's October 5 is the first game.
October
Mavs
5.
Timberwolves.
That's close.
What? That is close, like 2 weeks.
That is 2 weeks because my exam is the day before.
Yeah, damn. There's some good games though.
Yeah.
Lakers Warriors on the 7th. 76ers Celtics on the 8th. Even though no one's gonna be playing on these games, but it's exciting to see. Maybe Ben Simmons is gonna hit a 3-pointer again. Maybe
He did.
he did it last
hit one in
preseason against like
preseason.
China. So,
Yeah.
you never know. It was a what was that? Didn't Phoenix play like a
Phoenix was
Australian
playing
team and they lost?
Phoenix was playing
Like
an
Delaware.
Australian or EuroLeague team.
I think it was Australia. It was like the Delaware 76ers and they lost. They got fucking cooked. So, maybe that happens again.
We'll see. We'll see. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I
excited for
guess.
that. Excited for that.
preseason.
And I think the regular season starts end of October.
So
Or
fantasy
start-
is just on the corner.
Fantasy is just around the corner. I'll keep you guys updated.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully we actually veto the trades this year. Ryan, hopefully we actually
We,
veto
we,
trades this year.
we've
Ryan.
kind of been vetoing the
Ryan.
trades.
Not you though. You fucking cheater. Okay.
Thanks guys for watching. Thanks guys for
Yeah,
listening.
yeah, okay. Of course. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in another 2 weeks. So yeah, see you guys later.